Didn't quite get the morning schedule. Didn't quite get the morning schedule. We got the afternoon, though. Got a short one today. Hello, hello. I think we're live everywhere. Let me make sure. Live chat. Sure. If you can see this. What up, Joe? Hello. How do I pop out? There it goes. I always forget how to pop out the TikTok side. Good morning, boys. All right, it's going to be a short, simple one today. We're going to be talking about tech, gear, just a little bit. Nothing like super in depth. Just more of like a, quick little let's talk gear and why it's not holding you back type shit. I'll start off here in a second after we get everything rolling with what I'm using. The typical conversation, which is, what this will do that. And then kind of like get into more of a chat driven territory to see what you guys are using. Let me, Pro Chat is, of course, we got the YouTube chat going, right? Like we're good on YouTube. Okay, cool. We are good on YouTube. It's just not, it's not showing up. I guess let's do this. Let's add this to this side. So then that way I have all the chats up. Bad Bunny question mark. What about him? I fuck with you because you're genuine, brother. Appreciate you. What's Joe? I appreciate that. Roadcaster Duo. What about it? Personally, it's all about your presence on stream gear. Makes you more comfortable though. Yeah, I mean, you could have the overall thesis and general direction of what we're talking about today is it's kind of a simple thing. If you think the gear is going to make you a good creator, you are being silly. You're being silly. It's not going to happen, man. Gear is not going to make you a better creator. So that's a big illusion that a lot of people like to share. It's a huge cop out too. Huge cop out. Guys, make sure you are thumbsing up the YouTube side. Make sure you're thumbsing up the TikTok side. Really nothing to encourage you guys to do on the kick side because we know that it is drastically inflated by viewbots over there. So we just we truck on. Who do we got? What just came in with where? Scooch with the resub. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go a little bit down the line of what I'm using this year. I think that'd probably be the best way to open this up. So left camera, complete to the left. We got Sony FX3, the Sony 24mm f1.4. Good morning, everybody. This is what I'm using for the wide shot over on the YouTube stream. TikTok, you guys obviously can't see this. For the TikTok stream, however, I'm using, this is my secondary shooter, A7 V with a 16 to 35 millimeter f2.8. For the YouTube stream, you obviously can't see this if you're not watching on TikTok. So I like this combo personally as a creative and a content creator. Of course, this combo is great as a content creator. Of course it is. Of course it is. I am 100% AI generated. Yes, I am. Of course, this combo is great. But the cop out is everybody's like, I can't achieve something because I don't have these things. Why I get them as a creator, even being somebody that pushes this idea of like, guys, it's not 100% the gear that's just going to automatically make you a good creator. The reason why I have these is so that way I can use them both in content creation, and I like to treat camera gear as a retirement plan. That's just how I look at things. Because at the end of the day, my craft can make me money. If anything was to happen to all this, or I was just like, you know what, I'm fucking done with the rat race of trying to like build a brand online, these cameras can make me money. That was my personal investment. I didn't get these cameras to say the YouTube streams will do better. I didn't get the Sony camera to say, ooh, if I get this $3,000 camera, that just sounds absurd, by the way, it will help with my TikTok streams. That is the dumbest fucking thing anybody could do. The dumbest fucking thing. So let me go down the line a little bit and then we'll talk more on that. So the other gear, I think certain things that don't matter, mouse, keyboard, shit like that. Audio. This is where I think investing up front is probably the smartest thing. Electro Voice RE20. Sorry, I had to remember what it was. I don't have any of this written down. We're just flowing with the thing. I didn't even know the topic for the day. I was like, well, I'm going to try a little afternoon multi-stream and hang out with y'all. So I was like, cool, let's do that. And I was like, let's just talk about gear. That's just what we came up with today. So Electro Voice RE20 going through an Elgato mic mount. Not the best thing in the world. I want to get something else, if I'm going to be honest. I have this being ran through a DBX 286S preamp. And here's exactly why I say audio investments can be good. Because here's this. All right, there we go. So this is the mic just raw. This is the mic just raw, just as is. It's really not that bad, honestly. Which I would hope so, because this is a $400 fucking microphone. But with like $120 extra investment, one click of a button, boom, you get this quality. Now, obviously, you have to do the research and dial in the shit, and then from there, from the DBX 286S preamp, I have it going into a Scarlett Solo. So, like, realistically, the camera shit I could cut thousands of dollars of cost, still get damn near the same look. I could get this look on a crop sensor camera, easy. $700-800 camera, easily could get this look. Whether you're looking at YouTube or TikTok right now. But a fucking $600 audio setup, that's the sweet spot. That is 1,000% the sweet spot. Yeah. Then from there, I mean, I got speakers. Oh, here's the other thing. Well, I mean, obviously monitors don't matter. That's a preference. That's an indulgence, right? You don't need good monitors to be a good creator. Certainly nobody thinks that, right? Nobody actually thinks that, right? I've been looking to upgrade my Aston Origin mic to the RE320. I tried the RE320. It was really good. So for those that don't know, the RE320 is like the entry level version of this, and it's really good. You don't really have to dial in settings too much. It's a lot more plug and play. Yeah, it's a lot more plug and play for sure. Saying goes, upgrade your skills before you upgrade your equipment. There you go. Also want to point out too, while I'm still in my world, my light, it's like $150 from Amazon. Everybody keeps saying yeah, but you got the lights in the background. You got the, okay, let's just debunk that, shall we? Let's just debunk that. Does it look bad now? Oh, no, dude, it's just, you have $300 lights in your background. You have $300 lights in your background. That's why your shot, that's why it looks good. Oh, really? Really? Just the $300 lights. That's it. That just does it. Like, without the $300 lights, you wouldn't get quality. You wouldn't get separation from the background. You wouldn't get a good color. You wouldn't get any balance, right? You wouldn't be able to, like, this, you couldn't consume this and see like, oh, wow, that's a high quality image. Holy shit. Again, the cop out. Guys, these things are just aesthetics. This is just the setup that I have going is just for brand awareness. That's it. It's just so you get comfortable looking at something, to where instantly when you're scrolling along and you see it right away, you're like, oh fuck, man. Big E. Like that's the subconscious thing that I'm trying to do. That's the subconscious thing that I'm trying to do. Hunter, you relax. Your setup looks exactly like Luke Steffens. I have no idea who that is. Thanks. Going to check now. What are you guys talking about, hon? What light you using on your desk? The Godox. Yeah. I just put out a video yesterday talking about the desk. Somebody asked something here a second ago. I want to go back. What was it? God damn it. Well, whatever. Yeah, well, I mean, even with that, like, bro, you don't need this desk. You can make your own version of this desk, which is just a simple L shape that isn't standing, for like a few $100s. You could save fucking $1,300. What else in here? What else with my setup and gear? Oh, one PC. The amount of people that when I put out my setup vertical last week, the amount of people that reached out and responded and was like, where's your other PC? Bro, you don't, it's 2026. You don't need two PCs. You don't need two PCs. I had two PCs for a while because I have extra PCs laying around. I have like 3 extra PCs at the house. So I tested it out just for my shit. But dude, this PC is fine. Guys, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care what the excuses that you guys use. I can stream off of that PC at 4K, 60 FPS to YouTube and play games at 4K, 240 FPS. Do not tell me in 2026 you need to have a dual PC setup. You just don't tell me. Just don't tell me it. Yeah. Ugh. So for my kick stream, my account just clips like 20 different weird clips. Do you know why that is? No idea. No idea. How do you get your camera quality so clear? Lighting. Lighting. Yeah, I got a video on my channel talking about that. You need a dual PC. Well, that's interesting because I do this full time and I don't have a dual PC. How about that? Do you have a pre-built or for a gaming PC or is it custom? It's a pre-built custom. Ooh, fuck me running. Fuck me running. It's bitrate for kick. It's weird. What are you talking about? Fuck me running. It's custom pre-built. So like I had somebody else build it, but it is custom. But I didn't. I went to Power GPU and I was like, give me the best PC that you can put together right now. I mean, you could purchase your own build of one, but you can't obviously purchase mine. Yes, I use a softbox. Yeah. If Keep just making clips, keep your bitrate below 6K. Well, there you go. Whoever's on Kick having that problem. I mean, clearly that shouldn't be something that they fix over there. They should be worrying about going viral on X, huh? Dual PCs are from when people used 1080s. Oh, like 1080 Ti's? Yeah. But yeah, is that, hold on, let me check my list. I'm trying to think. Anything that I'm missing? Obviously, nobody argues that your mouse and keyboard are going to do something unless you're like a gamer. I know some of the best gamers in the world just use whatever they want to use. Is there anything else in here that's subjective to that we talk about? I think I went over my stuff, right? I think I went over my stuff. Now, let's even go into the lessons that I had to learn. What I thought my gear would fix. I remember at one point in time, and this is just where like a lot of people are going to relate. I remember at one point in time when I was trying to learn YouTube analytics and I was coming up as a creator, I was trying to figure out how do I get people to stay watch more. And I actually believed that if if it looked better, if it looked more film-like, if it looked more professional, that the gear would fix people staying and watching. And it did. And guess what? It didn't do a fucking thing, big dog. It didn't do a fucking thing. It didn't fix shit, man. It didn't fix shit. The only thing that's going to fix your retention to people staying and watching your shit is your story. That's the only thing that's going to fix that. Only thing. Now, will a camera make it look better? Sure. But if you got a fucking dog shit ability to tell a story to keep somebody engaged, people aren't going to stay watch no matter how good it looks. Yeah, of course it looks good though. But like, okay, here's a great example. Oh, here's what I missed. Here's another thing that's in my setup that I use as a creator. Guys, two of my best performing videos in like the last month, I just no chopping up, no nothing, just right on my phone. Just right on my phone. One of my most viral videos across everything was off of my phone. Just straight on my phone. Again, you guys overcomplicate shit. Maybe not you guys, but people in general. The R20 has been 300 plus for over 20 years. Well, yeah, how long? How much is the Shure SM7B right now? How long has that been at that price? I mean, these things speak for themselves. And, well, it's good to point that out, too. Like, okay, let's entertain the camera talk a little bit more. Some people are so focused on the camera and they neglect the lens and the lighting. And what's funny about what you just said right there is if you look over a long span, the cameras are always going to go down in value. Just like how these microphones have kept their value over years and still are worth something years later. You guys know some cameras are different. An FX3, sure. An FX6, sure. Those are like industry level type cameras. But like for the most part, all the other like when you're looking at camera stuff, the camera prices are eventually going to go down. Connor, appreciate you. The camera prices are eventually going to go down, and lens prices typically stay the same. This is why if you're creative, if you're like a photographer, you probably have heard this phrase before. Date your camera bodies, marry your camera lenses. Lenses keep their value. Because honestly, they're more important than the camera in most cases. This shot right here on YouTube looks good a lot because of the camera. I could put this on, or because of the lens. Sorry. I could put this lens on like 10 different cameras and it'll look the same compared to what you're seeing. Because you're only seeing 1080p being compressed and fucking twisted and all these things. Hey, from Florida, new here. What's up, baby? Bro, what do you think about the 4070 Ti? I think it's pretty good, right? On YouTube, I have Miller. He's a big PC content creator. 4070 Ti is still good, right, Miller? I'm pretty sure, like, even 4070 Ti, you can easily multi-stream, you can stream 1080 or 1440, probably not 4K, right? Can you? Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, anyways, there's been time throughout the years, guys, where I thought upgrading the gear would change things. I did it in streaming. I was like, man, if I just get a better mic, it should upgrade the things. But, when I like upgraded from the Rode, what is that one? Rode Pod mic? Is that? Yeah, the Rode Pod mic to the Shure SM7B. I was like, this should sound better, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't, like, what actually moves the needle is like, okay, like the genuine conversation that we're going to have today is actually what's going to move the needle for me, not the just like would you guys just sit here for the next hour if I was just like this? Besides a couple of the creeps in here that probably got their schmeat in their hand. Right. Yeah, of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't, brother. Because there's nothing there's no value being brought to you whatsoever. It's not fucking entertaining. So it's like, that's right there's the prime example that the quality of the camera doesn't fucking matter if you can't talk about some shit. All right, so now I just wanted to kind of, again, guys, if you don't know, I do this on YouTube as well. And the YouTube, basically these videos live as like a podcast on YouTube to where people can watch this later on, find value on it after it's done, right? I'm using a LUT. Yes, it is a LUT that I have made. It is a LUT that I have made, and I sell LUTs on my store. What's up, Colin? I sell LUTs on my store, but here's the funny thing. I have had this LUT made for 2 years, and I still have yet to put it on my store. So there's that fun fact. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I know. The schmeat handling. If you want to also record locally for content later, higher end GPUs are pretty necessary, or using X265 on a nicer GPU. Well, that's the problem that a lot of people don't realize. That's 40 series graphics cards and later. So all my streamers that are trying to be content creators here, listen up to what I'm about to tell you. A thing, and for all my tech nerds in here, it's the 40 series, right? That does the dual encoding. So a little life hack. A lot of people don't realize this. You're bottlenecking your expensive GPUs by using the same encoder. So like what makes 40 series, is it the 30 series too? Somebody please correct me if I'm wrong there. But I know for a fact, 40 series, 50 series GPUs, they have a built-in dual encoding. It's 40 and 50. Thank you. So the power of this. So when I was this last year, and you can go back, guys, go back a few months, you can find RedSec streams. So I was successfully multi-streaming RedSec to 1440p to YouTube, 1080p to Kick, 1080p to Facebook, 1080p to Twitch. Now, I was just like testing these things. This is my nerd side. I wouldn't actually give a fuck about like growing on Twitch and Facebook. So for anybody that's like, I think you said don't use Twitch, I'm trying to test things. Oh, and X. So multi-streaming everywhere. Then I was also multi-streaming vertical to TikTok. So my OBS had a 1440p that was streaming to 5 different places horizontally. And then I had native recording on OBS in vertical format so I could just cut clips and upload. This is why I was able to produce mass content over like 2 to 3 months. I was just uploading like 2 to 3 to 5 verticals a day. And it was working. And this is kind of the streamer, the streamer mindset that a lot of people should have. And then I was also streaming to TikTok. And the reason I was able to do that is because I was mixing recording and streaming encoders between the dual encoding output. I was streaming via X264. I was recording via X265, which is HVEC or something like that. Dude, the amount of people that are tuning in right now and are like, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about, buddy. What kind of fucking nerd shit are you on? Yeah, I know. So what did you use to cut and clip your clips? Well, I just used Premiere to chop it up, but the way the clips came out, I could have used Instagram edits. I could have used CapCut. Could have used anything because like the clip is already set up in OBS. So like what you see on TikTok right now is a vertical, but like imagine if you would, it's just this section's here and the gameplane's down below, like a typical gameplay clip. By the way, also too, little suggestion for gaming content creators. There is a reason why cams are at the top on platforms. Don't try to get creative. Trust me, when you put your cam at the bottom to be like, I'm going to try to stand out, you're fucking yourself. You're genuinely fucking yourself. You're fucking yourself. Don't do that. But anyways, so yeah, the clips, I would click one button and the clip would be cam at the top and the gameplay at the bottom. Just ready to go. So realistically, and it would be like, I think I set it for a minute and a half. And yeah, I think I set it for a minute and a half or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess unless you're Burnt Peanut or something. But does Burnt Peanut even put his shit at the top? And you got a green screen, I guess it's a different story. When people put the like square cam at the bottom, all the words, when you see a person, it's hard to focus on the words. Also too, a lot of people, you're not Burnt Peanut. You know what I mean? Like Burnt Peanut could fucking do whatever the fuck he wants and people will watch. Well, that's what the Burnt Peanut does. Well, yeah, you could also become an anime character or a VTube character as well. And oh no, Burnt Peanut even does at the top too on a lot of his stuff. Yeah. A little mixture. Yeah, that's a good point. But you're not the Burnt Peanut. This is what it is. You're not Burnt Peanut. No one wants to see your nose hairs. Never position your webcam at the bottom. That too. Yeah. That too. I've actually had that happen before. Honestly, depends what game you're playing also for the camera thing. No, it depends on what platform you're posting on. Really, is actually what it is. And what I mean by that is some platforms are actually title heavy. So like I'm telling you right now, if you actively don't have an audience and you put an extravagant cam with a lot of shit on your screen at the bottom to where you can't focus on the fucking title, it will hurt your shit. It's not natural too. It's not natural to scroll up and then see that. You do whatever you want. Obviously, there's fucking outliers to anything. So you do whatever you want. But I'm telling you right now, the amount of people that try to get creative, they try to change a layout to something to get creative. You're fucking yourself by trying to get creative. You're not using the native platform features that will help generate. Once you get a fucking audience and people are going to watch you regardless, whatever, do what you want. I'm talking about when you're trying to hook people in. Yeah, you're doing it wrong. 100% doing it wrong. It's no different than this. If you need, at a certain point, if you grow a large enough audience, you can fucking have drawn out intros to fucking long form videos to where it's more cinematic or more like your thought, because people are they already know you. They're investing into coming to see you. They're willing to wait. If people don't know who you are yet, you're fucking yourself trying to be like somebody else by having a drawn out yada, yada, yada. You got to kind of fucking sell yourself at first. When going full time, when am I going full time meld? Dude, I actually kind of wanted to switch for today's stream, but I never did. Godox light bars. I use Godox lights for everything. Yeah, I mean, they're not, it's not like it's, what's up, Steven? What's up, baby? Yeah, it's never always an end all be all, but it's like, there's just general advice off starting. Okay, it's like the camera talk shit. Like, this is the best way to describe it. Of course, if you get to the nuance of things, for the average person, if somebody was to say, hey, I got a new camera, how do I understand it more? The best advice that you can give realistically is keep your shutter speed at this. You want your f-stop to be as low as possible, and you want your ISO to be as low as possible. And then these insufferable, annoying fucking people on the internet have to fucking get nitpicky about everything. Have to get in the fucking details about everything. Actually, the native, you got to tell them the native ISO. And depending on their picture profile, you got to tell them that. And it's like, dude, the average person that is starting off doesn't fucking care. They need the basics. They need just the basic fucking advice. That's it. They need a basic understanding. That's fucking it. They don't need to know the nuances. If they have a Canon camera that they're trying to figure out, they don't need to learn about Sony. They don't need to learn about Panasonic. If they have a crop sensor, and they don't need to learn about full frame sensors. They just got to get to work with what they fucking have. So giving overcomplicated advice is dog shit. You want to give the suggestions that would actually fucking help them and being able to overcome their shit and just create content. Yeah. I know a lot of people that started off with the R50. Yeah, it's a good one, man. What's a good laptop that can handle 4K? MacBooks, man. MacBooks. I don't know enough about Windows. Guys, any Windows suggestions? I just do MacBooks. Yeah. Instead of telling them the settings, why don't you explain the exposure triangle? Because, again, you're taking something that's overcomplicated for the vast majority of people. What you need to, and by the way, this is, I think, also a reason why a lot of people have a hard time selling themselves. Let me break this down, actually. That's a great example. So what Max asked is, well, hey, if you're going to say the basics, why not explain something just a little bit more in depth, like the triangle, which he's very valid. And there's a book that I highly recommend to learn like the basics of a lot of this shit, which is if you want to, it's like read this if you want to take good photographs or something. It's a great book, but you're separating what me and you as creatives simply understand and the average human being. I'm going to say this with the utmost respect possible without trying to get banned on TikTok. And this is something that you guys need to all understand. The average person's retarded. Yes, that's the fucking reality of shit. The average person doesn't understand what we just meant when you say why don't you explain the exposure triangle? The average person doesn't even understand that what we're talking about is exposure. The average human being only wants one answer off the start. How do I make my image look better? That's the average person. Now, through the first step of making the image look better, they will react in two ways. Option A, they'll settle. Wow, it looks great. Thanks, guy. Okay, I told them the basics. And maybe it really doesn't look great, but it looks better than what they had. Then there's option B, where a lot of us end up. Holy fuck, I learned this thing. That's exhilarating. I want to learn more. Thus, then you would want to learn the exposure triangle. Thus, then you want to learn the differences between your frames. Thus, you would want to learn the nuances of actually using f-stop and not just only relying on it to be the only thing to open up light and using lighting. That's when you would want to learn the finer details of things. This is how anything is. This is why the average person can't fucking lose weight, because the first advice they just want magic and they want to make it easy. And it is only the people that actually do something that are wired to feel good as a result of actually putting in effort that will want to learn more and will become addicted to it. It's the same thing with camera gear. This is why giving over advice and fucking in the tech space, it's a fucking dead end. It's just a dead end. Yeah. Bro, just yapping a yap, and you're just fucking bitching a bitch. Here we are, just two people living in a wonderful world, brother. Living in a wonderful world. It's called a world of freedom. Isn't that nice? That was a thought. What was the thought process on how you came up with the look to your stream background? Trying to explain how to do that. I'm a better photographer than you, gang. Leave them alone. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. You probably are, actually, but you do a horrible job building your business. That's why you're in my chat bitching and moaning like a little fucking punk. That's why you're in my stream. Nobody's going to your stream. I'm not going to be joining your stream. That's why you're here. That's why you're here yapping. Stop it. Just stop it. You're embarrassing. Nobody's encouraged right now. Maybe one person. Maybe one person's like, man, I'm going to go fucking check that guy off. Fuck, man. Dude, I love that he just came in here. Setup goes crazy. Thank you. Oh, the thought process behind the setup. Yeah, dude, you know what's funny about that is throughout the years when I was learning cameras and stuff, I did this too. So back up a little bit more. I have a background in graphic design. So that's how a lot of this started. I was a graphic designer first. Went hard in graphic design, build my brand. That's how I went full-time in this. I did a lot of work for brands and people that maybe you know of today. Some NDA'd, some not. Some of the largest streamers that you guys know of. I did their shit back in the day. Worked at pieces and bits of it. So I started off in graphic design. And in my early years of graphic design, I was heavily influenced by, guess what? Metal bands. The gauges and tattoos didn't give that fucking away. I was heavily influenced by metal bands. I love like band tee design and artwork. So one of the things, I wish I could show you guys on TikTok, but I don't have anything shown to be able to show the screen. So I used to create typography. And for those that don't know what typography is when you see like thrashed logo, like band tee shit, like you guys, like the crazy, like fucking wild ink stuff. I did that shit. That's what I would do. And all of my graphic designs back in the day, whether I did professional stuff, or I leaned into the like kind of darker side, the metalistic side. All of my stuff was dark, gritty, and grungy. And I remember what was so funny about this is in the early days when I was starting off, believe it or not, there's a community and culture in anything. And there's always a group of fucking haters, like the fucking tard that was just in here. There's always a group of people that tell you you're doing it wrong. I went to school and I learned it this way. I went to school and I learned it that way. I think I'm somebody special. So in my early graphic design days, I had all these graphic designers. It's like, you can't do stuff dark and grungy. Everything's clean and poppy. The UI's got to be 3D-esque and stuff. And so what I did is I said, fuck you. I'm going to keep doing me because it got me customers. It got me followers. People liked watching me do the shit. And here's the kicker. I had fun doing it, right? So I leaned heavy into this like dark aesthetic in my graphic design days. That's what I built a presence with my brand back then. So moving forward, when I started doing photo and video work, my photographs, my videos obviously leaned into kind of how I used to be. Just like, you know what I mean? Like I grew up watching fucking VH1 and watching all these old metal music videos. And that's the band tees that I had. I was heavily influenced by like, yeah, just fucking dark, gritty shit. And so when I started using a camera and taking photos, I kind of like followed that. And again, I seen this trend early on where like all these photographers and videographers that were like, so well, I went to school. My dad and mom are very proud of me. They would tell me I'm doing everything wrong because I'm crushing my blacks. I'm bringing my shadows way too down. It's way too contrast and gritty. And I just, one, I liked it. Two, I was just like, you know what? That's just me. Who gives a fuck? Who fucking gives a fuck? Actually, my parents are very proud of me. Thank you for saying that. I was just like, that's just me. That's just me. It's just who I am. So yeah, when it comes to the background and stuff, that's why I was like, I'm going to lean heavy on like painting the walls black and having like this grit and this dark aesthetic to where some people would be like, this is underexposed. Guess what? Nobody fucking cares, buddy. Yeah. I remember when I won the Notorious. Whoa, we got an OG. I remember when I won the Notorious Pack giveaway. Been following for 10 years. My guy. Looking good. Looking hung, looking handsome. I appreciate that, man. Fuck, dude. The Notorious Pack. So for those that don't know, when I was a graphic designer, one of like my forms of income was I would create these asset packs. So like, you could download this pack and you could have like textures and grit. And that's actually how I picked up a camera, guys. I seen an opportunity back in the day when there wasn't, before AI and these stock sites. I bought a camera and I would go out and I'd take pictures of like old brick and grunge and shit. And I'd go into Photoshop, I'd break them down, and then people could download a $20 pack and have like 500 images of just like all these different kind of things. Yeah. Your background looks classy, crisp, and cool. Well, thank you. Thank you, Rain. Oh, what up, Smirk? Sup, baby? Sorry, kid, guys. Dude, it's been good, man. Been good. So I keep forgetting about the fucking kick chat over here. That's my bad. My bad. Just got introduced to Pantera. Feels like I've been missing out my whole... What? How old are you, Ziggy? I think there is a niche for more in-depth content in general. There is, for sure, relax. For what I've seen, TikTok and Shorts viewers are fatigued from getting talked to like a baby. Whoa. Talking about general things that get somebody hooked is way different than talking to somebody like a child. It's way different. And if honestly, if in the creator space, if you think a lot of like creator nuances that like talking about the basics, I'm telling you, the average person doesn't have any idea what you're talking about. So it's more entry level versus talking down to, I guess you'd say. Panda, what's up, Poppy? What's up, baby? Yeah, you're talking about in general. Yeah. You're talking about in general. Yeah, like the basic things. Well, I'm learning that even too right now with trying to give. Wow, Ziggy's 36 and never heard of Pantera till now. I mean, I'm happy that you're there, but also I'm like really disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. That's kind of fucked up. What was I thinking? How that relates? Relaxed. Well, I guess it's like no different in right now. Like I made a couple of videos, live and learn. I made a couple of videos talking about like where a lot of shit's going in the next year, and everybody already knows this because like it's just natural human tendency. Like that, the culture is shifting to more authentic, more true, more raw, more fuck up, fail, and be relatable. So like trying to explain that to people like they're retarded probably doesn't help, right? Relaxed. So like that's a great example. I'm trying to tone back on doing that. Yeah. Well, I mean, doing that kind of content always like helps in some aspect. You know what I mean? But yeah, of course, talking about like basic shit. Am I seeing you at Loot Fest? No, dude, I'm locked in, man. I'm not traveling for anything this year outside of traveling with my family. And I think I'll go to Texas one time to visit Jayhawk. But yeah, no Loot Fest, no DreamHack, no TwitchCon, none of that shit, man. I'm absolutely locked in. I am currently right now. Let's see, guys. I'm 204 days clean of alcohol. So I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. Mike, welcome to the members club. Also, too, I just noticed Connor with the premium member club over on YouTube. Premium member club is pretty dope. That's the group of people that we check in every month to see what's going on with their content. Or once every week. I've been a little bit behind, guys. I'm sorry. Damn, no Loot Fest this year? Nah, dude, I'm locked in. I'm dialed. What's up, Carson? And TikTok, what the fuck? Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother, we on the tickety-tuck. But yeah, I've been testing out these just chatting streams on TikTok. They do really well over here. Yeah, especially I don't use a face cam. Trying to be authentic has been huge for me lately. Yeah, I mean, that's what Vita's killing it right now. I got a buddy. Actually, I'm not gonna say his actual numbers. I got a buddy that's doing crazy numbers right now. I mean, he's making. It's insane. It's fucking insane. And no cam, nothing. And just people just love like his. He's just a goofy guy, and he's just so chill. And like you go to his stream, and you feel like you just get a place to just like relax, man. It's just awesome. It's just awesome. But yeah, Panda, dude, content, weight loss, time with the family. I'm just absolutely locked in right now. Yeah, dude, it's insane. It's insane. Very, very proud of everything. Dope people around right now. I'm on a high right now. I actually got a fucking comment yesterday where somebody's like, dude, it seems like you're in like a flow state right now. And I was like, yes, I am 100%. Moving away from streaming full-time on Kick has just been so fucking helpful. It's especially as everything's been fucking doing good, because then I think it's good to talk about stocks. What's up, baby? I think it's good to talk about. I think anytime any creator breaks through on something and they realize the power that they have, I think it's super helpful. I think more people should slow down and lean on and look at what their strong suits are. I really do. Not even on the idea of content ideation. Like, what do you do with content? Lean into what's good. I think as a human being, every now and then, you have to stop and be like, I'm doing this well. Good job. And I'm not saying this on some fluffy shit. If you're not doing anything, you don't get to say this shit, dude. Come on, man. Like, not like emotional feeling shit. I'm happy for myself. I'm talking about like really like you're doing something, you're putting in an effort, and once you realize like, holy shit, like I control this right here. It's not the algorithm, it's not the platform. It's like I could do this thing anywhere, and and people react. Okay, that's a fucking good thing. That's clearly a good thing. And also too, while we're on that note, I think that's a lot of you guys actually have that. Oh, hold on. God, dude, fucking Panda always brings in the good fucking topics. A lot of you guys have this. That's what sucks. A lot of you guys have this. We got stocks in here right now. Now, I don't keep up with stock shit, but like, what a waste not to lean into graphic design when he's such a good graphic designer. What a waste. Dude, I see this shit all the time. Clarice with the fiber. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thanks for the host. Hope your stream was good. I see people do this shit all the fucking time, man. Dude, like I did it. I'm a prime example. So like no reason to critique somebody else. I can just talk about me, man. Like, bro, I can bounce after all these years. It's just so clearly evident. This is good. This is good. This is good, dude. This is my shit. This is my thing. What a waste not to fucking provide value to the world and conversation and be successful at something that is just good. It just fucking works. And it's crazy how many people out there are fucking talented at a craft. They're a talented musician. They're a talented narrator or storyteller. And they don't open up those things because in their head, they're like, I got to be a Call of Duty gamer. Bro, ain't nobody give a fuck about you being good at Call of Duty. That's the gayest shit ever. Nobody fucking cares. Half the people that are good at Call of Duty don't even care that they're good at Call of Duty. They don't even fucking care. They want to get out of that shit. And they're stuck to their fucking following. Bro, like some of you guys are so talented at something, you're good at something, you have a goddamn gift at something, and you sleep on it because your perceived idea of what you're supposed to be in the online space isn't what you imagine. It's crazy. It's crazy. Did I join premium TikTok? Maybe Pornhub, but not premium TikTok. What you filming on, bro? Sick setup. It's a Sony A7 IV. Sony A7 V. I pop off and fall off all the time. To be honest, need to lock in. I mean, we all do, brother. Yeah. What if you're good at and people like over it and want to move on? What if you're good at and people like you're over it and want to move on? Let's try that again, big dog. Let's try that again. Fingers, listen, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt on TikTok. What if you're really good at it and want to move on from it? Wait, what? Good at what? Good at what? Good at what? Fuck, dude, I'm having a brain fart. Good at what? Oh, fuck, Call of Duty? Call of Duty? Or a thing in general? Like a thing in general or Call of Duty specifically? Dude, answer the question. Tanner, hop off my fucking dick. I think he's talking about gaming. Yeah, that's what yeah. Sorry. I had a brain fart there for a second. Like Call of Duty or gaming in general? Bro, I mean, I don't even need to ask. I don't even ask. I don't even need to ask. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, like really don't enjoy it, not you're having a hard area of growth. This is something. What's up, Mason? This is something I think Panda can probably back me up on this. This is something that I think a lot of creators do, myself included, have done this over the years. Something becomes tough or mundane, or you start to burn out a little bit. You start to get a little stagnant. This is why the blueprint is very crucial, because you're developing a system that's bigger than this idea of running off of feelings. It's good to ask yourself, do you like literally not enjoy this thing whatsoever? What the fuck is the money gun? What is that? Do you not enjoy this thing whatsoever? Like at all? Like you fucking hate doing it? Or right now is doing the thing not giving you the reward that A, you're used to, or B, you haven't gotten yet? Is it just getting tough? Because there's so many creators out there. Bro, this isn't a creator thing, by the way. This is down to growing your brand. This is down to be a content creator. This is down to the product that you're selling. There's so many still good products and still ability to grow something, but you're not doing the outside work correctly. And sometimes fixing that would make you enjoy the thing that you think you're not enjoying anymore. So just want to make that clear. Are you literally like, I don't know what gloving is. Am I being set up for a question, like a fucking gotcha? Like, is this a D's nuts thing? What the fuck does that even mean? Whatever it is that you're doing and you're growing a following in, if you genuinely fucking hate it and you can't stand it, yeah, you should stop doing that without a shadow of a doubt. If you currently don't feel like you should like it because it's not getting you the rewards for putting shit online, then no, that's not the easy answer. Because I'm telling you guys right now, if you like something you do, but you think you don't enjoy it because of the results you're not getting from it, you're not going to enjoy the other thing neither. You're not solving the problem. Oh, I just watched a video from Alex Hormozy talking about this. And it was this lady that came up in one of their seminars, their webinars, and was like, I'm doing great. I'm helping this business. We're up $1 million in sales over this amount of time. But my true passion is this. And he's like, okay, so what are you doing right now for this? And she's like, well, I've halted this to figure out what I want to do with my true passion. And he turns around and he's like, okay, so you're chasing, like essentially saying you're chasing your emotions. So what is it about you doing so well? Clearly you're making an extra $1 million. What's wrong with that? She's like, oh, it's not as fun. Like my passion's over here. He's like, okay, so you don't have a problem. You don't actually have a problem. You're just falling into this trap where you think everybody who does another thing is just completely in love with it 24/7. And that's just not true. It's just not true. Anybody that's become successful at anything in any aspect of this industry, there are times where they hate what they do. And I know that seems crazy because some people are like, it's perspective. Like some people are like, well, you should appreciate it because you have the ability, but I don't. That doesn't work like that. Anybody who runs a business, anybody who becomes a successful creator, there are levels of it that person does not end up liking about that thing, but they push through the shit because they realize it's just better for them. Does that make sense? But the people that literally just fucking can't stand what they do, like change that shit up. Because that's not how you're going to build a following. At least you don't want to build that following that way. Isn't doing content chasing passion though? Yeah, but anything after a while, so is making music, brother. So is making music. So is quitting your job and starting that business. But it's called work for a reason. Work becomes mundane, becomes repetitive. And I mean, that's really what makes people stand out. Like, bro, my buddy Joe Well is one of the best fucking COD players. One of the best Warzone players. Bro, do you think he just loves Warzone 24/7? Of fucking course not. Full-time content creation is still, full-time anything is still work. If you start a business, the second you actually get the shit going, you realize it's more work than you realized the other thing was. But the benefit of it is when you see something that you nurture and grow, become like do well, it's a fulfillment thing. It's just completely different. Sure, but the Alex example would keep someone at a 9 to 5. What's wrong with that too? What's also wrong with that? Here's another thing too. Not everybody's meant to be a content creator. Not everybody's meant to be on the camera. Not everybody is meant to run their own business. Some of you guys, maybe even me. Hell, maybe even me. Some of you guys will find more fulfillment not being the leader. Like, it just is what it is, brother. It just is what it is. If you could still get a dream job doing the same shit you're doing as a content creator, but you have stability, you don't have to do everything. It's like, why would you not want that? Out of ego? Well, it's not my business. Well, that's the fucking dumbest thing anybody could ever say. Because one of the worst parts about doing this is the fact that you are the only one in control. I wake up today, I have nobody else to answer to. Nobody. I have to show up at the CEO level. I have to show up at the marketing level. I have to show up at the creative level. And I still have to have my personal life with my family. I have to do that. 9 to grind is soul sucking. Depends what you have. 9 to 5 grind is not soul sucking. If you got a shitty fucking job at 9 to 5, sure. I am the CEO of my company. I am. That's literally what, like, when you realize when you register in the state under an LLC, you actually have to pick these things, right? It doesn't matter out of your fucking like personal opinions and what you like might think is cringe and stuff, because your perceived idea of what the thing is. That's literally what you are when you own a fucking brand. When you own a business, a registered business, that's what you are. You're the fucking president. You're the CEO. Like, what do you clearly you're fucking light years behind if you don't understand that concept. But brother, I'm gonna tell you right now, some of the happiest people that I know, they're at a 9 to 5. Exactly. A comfortable 9 to 5, one that you don't hate, is peak. One of the happiest motherfuckers I know, he works a 9 to 5. He's literally the happiest person. Happiest person. I actually envy it a lot. I envy it a lot. A lot. He can shut off, do the job. It doesn't stress him. It doesn't bother him. He thinks it's easy. He thinks it's easy. I remember literally talking to him. He's like, I feel like I've like cheated life. He's like, I mean, dude, he has more money saved up than most people I know. He has better benefits than a lot of people. What's up, Sidge? He's literally cheated life. He's literally cheated life. So like, shitting on a 9 to 5, like just saying all 9 to 5s in general are soul sucking is not true. Some people genuinely get lucky with jobs. Well, also some people have a different perspective. I couldn't work my buddy's 9 to 5. To me, his 9 to 5 would be soul sucking. Does that make sense? It's all perspective. But some of those people are happy as fuck. I'm just wired differently. My job on paper is great, the most money I've ever made, but it wrecks my anxiety. Right. So you're wired differently. So it's just the point I'm trying to make is trying to say in general, a 9 to 5 is not bad. On paper, the position I was in last year was great. I was making more money than I ever made just streaming only to kick, grinding hours away. Sure, on paper. But it wrecked my creativity. I'm wired differently. I got to go create some shit. I have to go create shit. I have to do this shit, man. This is the shit that gets me up and like just fucking being organized, structured, building shit. Why kick? Because there's just a lot of money. They were just dumping money down my gullet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, gotcha. I'm an 8 to 4 and then 6 to 6 most of the week. You like it? I get the wired different thing. Yeah, just, guys, this is the bad thing too about like the advice shit in 2026 is everybody, my name is Big E everywhere, just BIGE. Everybody tries to put this pressure that you should have the same goals. You should have the same ones. We are so, this is why getting into politics is fucking stupid, because you can't split people into two categories. We're way too advanced than that. This is why when you're giving advice to one person, you can't generalize the idea that everybody's going to understand that all the advice is the same. Talking about the creative shit. Some of you guys in here are wired to absorb fucking shit faster than somebody else. Some of you guys are just not. That's just the reality of shit. That is the reality of shit. My 9 to 5 sucks, but I love how much I get paid for. Hey, fuck it, brother. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. My 9 to 5 is keep me alive. The rest of my time is to work on my brand. It's hard though. It is tough, man. Guys, I didn't just fucking wake up one day and was just like, cool, got it. I worked for years trying to organize some shit. I worked 4 fucking years working full-time, shitty job, trying to organize shit. Yep. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Makes it easier if you're debt-free. Yeah. Yeah, definitely does. Like off the start. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. What kind of case you rocking on your phone? This one? Just whatever iPhone case. Yeah, whatever iPhone case. Well, and this is why I like to get, because here's the thing. Whether you're wired differently or not, based on your habits, your goals, like your desires, there's one thing where we are all wired the same. There's one. Seriously, there's one way. If you go out and challenge yourself to work for something, to better yourself, you'll feel happy. Every one of us, every human being is wired that way. That is one way. Now that is where it gets subjective. Your happiness might be you don't want the pressure of organizing everything, and you, like whoever else was just in here a second ago, your challenge is you work with a team. Somebody else is the boss, somebody else is the leader. You're the pack, you're leading the pack dog. Somebody else gives you the orders, and you work with the team. And your challenge, that's your challenge, and you like that. Either way, you feel good from that challenge. Some people, it's lifting weights as a form of keeping your body in shape is the challenge. Some people, it's the fucking running. But either way, there's one consistent thing across the fucking board at any aspect of anything that every single one of us have in common. If you challenge yourself to do something and you actually attempt to do the things, you push yourself out of your comfort zone and you accomplish it, you feel better. It's just that. Period. It's just that. Everyone has the one product they can truly sell. You have to find that product and people will come. Yeah. Some people don't even care to try to find it. You know what I mean? What webcam do you use? A full-size mirrorless? Yeah. Yep. The one that you're seeing on TikTok is an A7 IV. What was your goals you had with content before you said, okay, I could go full-time with this now? At first, I just really enjoyed making videos. This was years ago, guys. Like, this was like 2011, 2012 years. So at first, I just really enjoyed making videos. We didn't know we could make money off of this shit. I wanted to get better at like editing. It was just cool to like learn how to do graphic design and edit and all that shit. So at first, my goals were just to be active. Because like in 2010, 2011, we weren't making YouTube channels on the idea of like, yeah, this is going to go far. We just like did shit. And then we went back to our normal shit. You know what I mean? So it wasn't the goal at first to do anything. But when I personally started taking content creation serious, which was like when I left my job and I did the graphic design shit. The whole reason I started like a YouTube channel was I wanted when I had fucked up at any point as a graphic designer, like when I got scammed or when I had to learn how to do taxes or registering a business, like how do I handle things? How do I manage finances? What are rules and shit like that? Learning to improve as a graphic designer via branding and yada, yada, yada. When I was learning the shit, I never had videos that I could go and watch and figure out shit like easy. I had to like just Google a lot of shit, right? As a lot of us have done for a lot of things. I started the channel because I was like, I like, fuck it, dude. I'd rather like, let me be like helpful for other people. Like I had to deal with chargebacks X amount of times so I figured out how to fix them and avoid them. Let me make a video on how you can avoid chargebacks. Does that make sense? Yeah, well. But so like, honestly, I know as cliche and as cringe as it may sound, the only reason I started content was to be able to provide the value to like other fucking people. I know, little gay. I know. Random question. I was thinking about finally investing into a video camera. I have the Fujifilm. I want to learn more about Fujifilm, man. Is that like a compact camera? The XT32? What is that? Is that like their DSLR or what? What would you recommend for a video and a starter lens? See, the only thing I can recommend is like Sony gear. But if you already have the Fujifilm X100 VI, which I love that camera, and another Fujifilm, brother, you might be best just like doing some research and doing a Fujifilm investment. Because, dude, Low uses Fujifilm. Anybody here know Low? I'm pretty sure Low is still on a Fujifilm. And his shit looks fucking great. His shit looks fucking insane. So, like, I don't know if I'd be the best advice for you there, brother. By the way, guys, you see how hard that is? You see how hard that is? I could just say, oh, I fucking use this. Just use what I use. You see how actually easy it is to just be like, oh, hey, for this person right here, it would be a huge learning curve for him to completely drop the system that he's in when he could just use the system that he's in, because Fujifilm's good. Why does he need a Sony camera? I don't think he needs a Sony camera, does he? I mean, if you've used them, yeah. I mean, I can't recommend the FX3 enough. The Sony ZV-E1's great. It's just... it's just not there for me. That's the only way that I could put it. I don't like... It's the only way I could put it. The ZV-E1 is just not there for me. It's just not there. FX3 is really, really good. I don't know if I'd invest in one right now, though. I feel like we're going to get a new one this year, dude. I feel like we're going to get a new one this year. Appreciate you guys over on TikTok. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you, Knife. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lloyd. Appreciate you guys. The OF God. Oh, my God. What are you making content about? What are you making content? Oh, OF God. Sorry about that. Yeah. Man. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on your budget and shit, too. I'm just being biased because, like, I'm thinking about switching to Fujifilm for just fun. Just because the low shit looks so good. But there's no need for me to. No need for me to. So, I mean, yeah. I was looking at the FX30 for a while. I can't recommend it enough. I literally can't recommend it enough. I argue... Gotta watch out. I'm about to get myself canceled. I argue for the... Gotta make sure I'm very clear in saying what I'm about to say, because all the fucking photography and videography fucking losers are gonna come out of the woodworks and fucking yap about this. Content creator. I argue that the FX30 is the best camera you can get. I do. You don't need full frame. It's such a fucking facade. It's the gayest fucking argument ever. It's so fucking mundane. It's so boring. It's 100% egotistical. 1,000% egotistical. Some of the most successful content creators in the world, whether it's a streamer or just a fucking person uploading videos, they use a goddamn cell phone. So you tell me why you have to have a fucking goddamn full frame to be successful in a world where everything is compressed in 1080p. Tell me. You don't. It's all egotistical. You think in your head, if I have full frame, it would be better for me. I can find, I'll just start off now in full frame and I'll be native into that. Brother, the reason why too is you're going to be financially broke when you start getting lenses, or you're going to cut corners, which never just makes sense to me. Oh, I'll get a fucking $3,000 full frame lens, but I'll cut corners and I'll start getting $200 or camera, $3,000 camera, and I'll cut corners and I'll start getting like fucking cheap $200 full frame lenses. The whole point of going up to full frame is the only reason I'm full frame is because of the fucking lenses, because these lenses are better than crop sensor lenses. That's just fact. So I'm in the full frame world because of the fucking lenses that I get to have. If I'm getting this camera to cut corners on lenses, it's redundant to get the fucking camera because you're going to produce just as good of a shot going with crop sensor, a Sony FX30, and getting high-end crop sensor lenses. Just fact. It's just fact. Anybody who disagrees with that, anybody who argues that narrative, they are pixel peeping and they are arguing shit that does not matter. Full frame is not going to grow your band faster. It's not going to make your content look better to the average person. The average person doesn't give a shit. They don't know, nor do they fucking care. You want to know the average person that's watching content in 2026? Everybody in here? You guys want to know something? You guys want to know? I'm going to tell you what you do. Here's how you find out. You take a fucking road trip. If you don't already live in the middle of nowhere and understand where this is going, take a road trip. Take a road trip. If you're in Ohio, take a fucking road trip to fucking St. Louis. Take a road trip. Anybody, I'd advise anybody in here, please, just so you guys understand the basics here. Take a road trip across America. 8 hours, okay? I want you to note down how often you are in the middle of fucking nowhere, where service is dog shit. And then I want you every now and then, I want you to get off interstate and I want you to drive 10 minutes in a direction somewhere to find a gas station in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I want you to go have a conversation with that person in that gas station in the middle of fucking nowhere. That is 70 fucking percent of America. 80% of America. It's fucking, and we're just talking America. We're not even talking Canada, all these other countries. Like, the average person doesn't live in a fucking skyrise with fucking full bars and fiber. The average person lives in the middle of nowhere with dog shit internet and dog shit cell phone coverage. Their phones and devices upload or automatically do everything at 720p. Full frame doesn't matter at that point. It doesn't fucking matter. It's out the window. It is out the window. You can't argue it. As a content creator, you can't argue that full frame is better. You just can't. You can't give me a clear 100% reason why full frame's better in 2026. You just can't. Can't do it. So that's why I argue Sony FX30 is really the best camera that you can get as a content creator. You're talking a $700 crop sensor cinema quality body where you can attach shit to it. It's got built-in cooling. The thing literally can record forever. You can use it as a cam. You can use it as a camera. You can drop the bitch. It's rugged. You can build it up and kit it out. With that camera, that's $1,700, you unlock the world where you can use crop sensor lenses like the Sony 15 millimeter is it 1.4 or 1.8? I think it's 1.4, isn't it? Either way, guess what? It ain't the full frame price. And in comparison, in the online world, it's 1.4. In comparison, in the online world, you ain't gonna tell the difference. You want to know why? You want to know why I know this? Because I only switch over this shit not that long ago. I just sold my Sony FX30. I just sold my Sony FX30 with a 15 millimeter 1.4. And guess what? It looked exactly like this shot on YouTube. TikTok, you guys, doesn't look like what you guys see on TikTok. It looks like what you see on YouTube right now. It looked exactly like it. And guess what? Not a single person over the last couple months said, oh my God, you really upgraded your camera. You really upgraded your camera, because nobody fucking noticed. Nobody fucking noticed. Oh, dude, remember when I did that video? Oh my God. I did a video on my YouTube channel. Talking about the differences between crop sensor and full frame. And the whole time I start the video off and I'm like, dude, it's so funny. I start the video off and I'm holding a camera in my hands, right? And in the video, I'm like, I got the new FX30, yada, yada, yada. Today, we're going to be explaining the differences. And then, so I record the intro, and then all of a sudden I go like this. I was like, oh my, what the fuck? Oh, fuck, I'm already recording on the FX30. Nobody could tell the fucking difference. I literally baited people in my fucking video. I literally baited people in my video. Couldn't tell the fucking difference. So I made a video getting ready to bash. Like I made it like I was getting ready to bash crop sensor. So the intro was like talking about crop sensor and shit. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm already recording on it. And I remember people being like, what? Dude, fucking hilarious, man. Pixel peepers, man. Pixel peepers, dude. People do this all the time. People like to create these conversations because they like to complicate and muddy things. One, because if they make it seem like things are harder or you need more or you need to have the best of, it's easier for them to not do shit. That's number one. Number two, and then they try to drag everybody else down with it. No, dude, you can't do this because you don't have that. This is what I heard my entire fucking career. Bro, you can't do weddings on crop sensor cameras. You fucking watch me, big dog. You fucking watch me, big dog. Bro, you can't have dark, grungy designs and make it as a graphic designer. You fucking watch me, big dog. Yes, I can. Bro, you can't pull your schmeat out on camera and make money. You fucking watch me, big. All right. Let's open up the floor, guys. General questions, shall we? General questions. Let's try to move away from what am I using and let's move into like, let's be helpful. You have what do you do with? No, I will not be helping you guys market your OnlyFans. No, I will not be reviewing your OnlyFans content. So make sure you guys stick on topic. We're talking about the tech. What's your thoughts on the Nikon D7000? That's an OG, by the way. That's an OG. I started off on Nikon D55, 5100 or 5500. One of the two. That's what I started off on. And my wife started off on the because you're talking about the camera that's like, the D7000 is like the old one, right? We're talking like fucking 20 years old now, right? Aren't we? Yeah. It's a good camera. It's a little tough on photo or video, though. It's a little tough on video. Yeah, so I mean, I'd recommend an upgrade on that. I don't know, man. I'd probably, if I was you, I'd probably look at just upgrading to Nikon. Like, bro, the cameras in 2026 are just good everywhere. Was it 2013? I thought that's when the 7100 came out. Or maybe the 7100, I don't know, dude. We're talking so long ago. Maybe it was. Either way, it's an old ass camera. And I know it is outdated in the video format. Yeah. I know it is outdated there. I'm on the Canon M50 right now, and I can't get it dialed, but I have a new soft lights coming, so we'll see. I'm telling you, dude, lighting changes a lot, brother. Lighting changes a lot. I don't think people quite understand what lighting will do with even a shitty camera, brother. Really, really. Dude, also, if you're trying to get into Fujifilm, the new X-T33 just came out and looks amazing. Man, it's my camera, but better. That's like, excuse my ignorance, that's like a DSLR camera, right? Not like a point and shoot. You think the Nikon ZR is worth? Listen, I know a lot of Sony people that swapped over to that. That's the new one, right? They're like cinema. They're like FX3 competitor. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will say one thing Nikon has going for them really well is Nikon's camera colors are so fucking good. So fucking good. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, with the red profile. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are switching over to the ZR, man. Thoughts on the Sony A7 III? Timely classic, a little outdated, man. A little outdated. I think the thing about the A7 III is you could still get good money out of it and apply that to a solid upgrade. I think the A7 IV is just light years ahead of it. The upgrade that we got from A7 III to A7 IV over what we got from A7 IV to A7 V, anybody in here that's a Sony full frame fucking nerd like me, I know they're going, yes, somebody said it. I got my dick out. It's just true. A7 III to A7 IV was mind-blowing upgrades. A7 IV to A7 V, not that good. So like the reality of how much you can get out of A7 and A7 III and still use that to get an A7 IV. What about A7S III? I I argue one of the best cameras on the market that you can get. What was the, let me see what the pricing. By the way, guys, if you guys are new here, my name is Biggie. Some people call me Aaron too, because I gotta have it on my fucking socials now. But that's my born-in name. My nickname in life is fucking Biggie. I'm not the wrestler, but I have been doing content creation for 16 years now, full-time for 11 years. I like tech, gear, cameras, comedy. I like making fun of people. It's a good time. And yeah, I like helping creators. I like helping people do their thing, stay focused. My whole thing is, if I can do it, a lot of you guys can do it. I was just literally a fucking random loser in the middle of nowhere, graduated with 52 people, bottom of my class. And here we are, multiple six-figure business, just having fun, doing what I love. Give me 1 second. Sony A7S III versus FX3 price. I just want to see this. So yeah, that's what I do. You want to follow? Fucking follow. Make sure you guys are subscribing to YouTube. Link is in the bio. You guys will also see in there too that I make some. I thought about actually going to see Shane Gillis in Nashville. A lot of people said I looked like him when I was growing the stash out. That was a little disrespectful. But yeah, I actually did. That's so funny that you said that. I actually did think about doing that. But if you guys are going to the website over on TikTok and you click in to find me over on YouTube, which I highly advise, we just came out with a video yesterday talking about this desk setup. While you guys are over there, you guys will notice too that you're going to be going to my website. Just giving a heads up to everybody in here. I do help creators with some things. Also, free shit is coming to the website. I forgot to tell you guys that. I am working out on a creator planner, a weekly creator planner. I got to explain this before Scraplet comes in the stream. I'm going to be giving that away for free. I've came to the conclusion I'm going to be giving it away for free. It's a Google Sheets thing that you can use on your computer. You can use on your phone, connects between accounts, and it keeps you organized throughout the week. So that way you set goals and you jot down things that you should be doing because you should be planning. That's anybody that becomes successful in any aspect of this, they plan, they structure, they organize. With that too, somebody asked a little bit ago or made a comment a little bit ago, which by the way, I did see it. We were just talking about something. I'm sorry. I'm a piece of shit. Thank you for picking up the creator blueprint. And then over on YouTube, appreciate the streamer blueprint snag as well, saying that it was doing good. Just giving you guys a heads up for anybody that got the streamer and creator blueprint. In the next week, you guys are going to be getting emails. It's crucial that you make sure that your spam is, I'm not in your spam, because you're going to be getting an updated version of the blueprints. And I'm not talking about a little change. I'm talking about quality of life upgrade like you can't believe. A whole new booklet, completely redesigned, how I should have done it at launch, putting more time, energy, and effort into it. Complete new booklet. The cheat sheet that you guys get in there, if you guys know what you know, anybody that doesn't have it has no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm give me a second. These people fucking invested money into me. I want to fucking give them an update. The cheat sheet going to be completely different. It's no longer going to be this PDF thing that you can print. It's going to be just like the planner that I talked about. It is going to be, I'll just open it up. Sheets. Pages, 90-day creator cheat sheet. Run the system, complete prep, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to give away too much. Execute, gives you a little thing. You'll be able to go into the creator prep. You'll be able to go into daily executions, weeklies, monthlies, yada, yada, yada. Be able to keep your shit organized. And instead of metaphorically checking things off the list, creating your own list, you will literally be able to check things off of your list. And it will be made to where if you're already doing it and you need to catch up, you'll be able to catch up. Like you'll be able to take wherever you have things written down right now or noted down right now, and you'll be able to fucking put it over there, transfer it over there. So yeah, anybody that's going over the website to check out the YouTube and shit and see the other stuff that we do, I highly advise you guys, all you tech guys that are on TikTok, I highly advise you come over to YouTube. If you guys think this looks good, wait till you start beating your meat on YouTube because it looks 10 times better. 100%. So yeah, while you guys are over there, I do create blueprints and shit. If you find that you want to get one. Let me know. Give me some feedback. It'd mean a lot. Yeah. Anyway, so, all right, let's get back into it. But let's get back into it. I use the shitty Logitech C920. Well, guess what? The largest creator in the world right now uses a dog shit webcam and is a fucking peanut. So there's that. Now let's ride. Okay. Use the Sony A6100 with a Sigma 1. Good combo. Good combo. Yours looks so much better. Is it the lighting? I mean, I'm getting a little, obviously a little bit more dynamic range, but that combo, you should get a really good look with lighting and a solid LUT, man. You really should. You really should. That is a really good combo. That's actually one that I've recommended for years for people to start off with, especially content creators. Did you see that Peanut's brother made to wait, Peanut has a brother? So back to this ZR Nikon cam. Why are Sony people switching? Because I think one, Red Cinema has just always been good. The profile is really good. I'm pretty sure the native lenses with Nikon are cheaper too. Somebody correct me on this. I don't know Nikon like this. Love your setup, the whole room. Thank you. Appreciate that. Love your guys' energy today. Love it. Just hung, handsome, healthy. Yeah, with the Red feature, I mean, it's just one of those things that Red's built into Nikon now, and Red is just such a reputable company. And you can get a Nikon ZR for like $1,500, $1,700, right? Cheaper than an FX3. And I think there's some couple trade-offs, but it's very minimal. Very minimal. Biggie bought the two. So you're saying you bought the streamer and creator both together. Guys, it does say in there that you shouldn't be buying them together, just a heads up. But what I would highly recommend is focus 100%. If you're a streamer, focus 100% on streaming only. Please focus 100% on that first. Then worry about the content creator version is you have a presence. You've already started to build a following. How do you scale? How do you bring people into your circle? How do you get to brands more? How do you scale from there? If you're a streamer that's trying to get out there into that first step to understand content creation, you got to start with that. Essentially, the streamer version teaches you how to be a content creator versus streamer and how you can utilize your streams to be a content creator. Yeah. Please make sure you focus on that first. But what was your question with it? What's your multi-stream method? ADEM. ADEM is just so good. I would also recommend Meld. Man, it's actually good that you're asking me that. Let me note that down. Maybe we should include that into the README. Yeah. See, this is why I like doing this. You guys, I secretly be going live so I can make my products better. What was the general multi-stream stream suggestion? Blueprint. Appreciate that. Thank you. Looking good. Thank you. That's a good call. Yeah, because I know in the README files, I go into the nuances of things, but I don't think I talked about multi-streaming. So I'm glad that you said something. And maybe I did, and I just don't remember. I'd rather note it down if I didn't. It had YouTube feature under your stream. Oh, we're featured on YouTube? Love to fucking see it, man. I'm so happy I moved everything to YouTube. I'm so happy. I know it didn't necessarily make Kick happy. I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. I really don't fucking care. And two, you know what the crazy thing is? You want to know what's funny? You want to know what's fucking funny? The fucking haters. The haters. Not today, 7. Tomorrow, brother. I'll see you there bright and early. The haters don't think I'm on Kick at all now. They didn't pay attention to the stream at all. They think I'm completely gone. Isn't it weird? I just like to point this out. Sorry for the TikTok guys. This is just personal drama. This is like me and my community stuff. Isn't it weird how the day I announce that I'm bringing my Just Chatting community to YouTube, I don't be getting botted anymore on Kick. What? It's a little weird, isn't it? It's a little weird. Sorry. Chris Beard and my new white tee. What's up, baby? Yeah. Love your setup. Got something like this at the garage, Gym Motors. Brother, I need a... God. I'm so nervous to fucking record any of my building in public series because... in the garage, because everybody keeps roasting me. You got to paint the walls. Bro, you guys have no idea how hard it is to paint the walls in that garage because they didn't fucking finish the primering and everything, bro. Oh, dude, it fucking sucks. What's a good tripod to use for if you're using a mirrorless camera as a webcam behind your desk? Oh my God. Can I link links in TikTok? You might be able to find it, Beck. Guys, I found... Fuck! How can I get you guys a link? I found legitimately the fucking best camera mount. You know what? Should I just make a video today on it? Should I make a vertical? How can I get TikTok a link? If it's not, no, it's not on TikTok shop. I fucking hate that, by the way. I fucking hate how TikTok's doing all this shit. They make you you have to use TikTok oriented things or you can't fucking publish anything out. That's the gayest shit ever. I'm just saying. You can't make, listen, I'm going to say it. You can't make the better platform by forcing people to do the shit. There's a reason why Google and YouTube are the #1 visited websites in the fucking world. I'm just saying. I hate that shit. Everything's got to be... So like on Instagram right now, on YouTube, I can just link the shit and you guys should just click it. I replied to your story about the camera mount, like suggesting one or asking where I got it. Here, let me just tell you what it is. I don't even care if I lose on commission. You guys have to learn about this right now. You know what's crazy about this? This is reminding me already. So years ago when... Dude... Years ago, I know, ADHD brain, some of you guys I'm going to lose you guys as viewers. I just like telling this story. Years ago, before we had a lot of camera stuff, this was back, I would say this was probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago. A lot of people were still using webcams. It was just at the time where a lot of people were starting to use DSLR cameras for like streaming and shit. I found a desk mount on Amazon, little desk mount. Tested it out. I was like, this thing's fucking great, man. I made a YouTube video on it. 6'7", shout out. 6'7". I made a YouTube video on that. Bro, we sold, because I made one YouTube video, we sold out that mount on Amazon. They literally ran out of stock. So, I don't know. I'm always like, fuck, man, I want to tell you guys what the link is too, but also too, like, guys, it's a $70 camera mount. Here, let me do this. Can I play a video in here? Oh, that's my penis. Don't put that on there. Here we go. Can you guys? Okay. DSLR mount that I've ever seen. Easy peasy, high quality. Quick release, boom, can move it down one-handed. I just moved it up and down. Even comes with an extension if you need to go higher, but I want that kind of like minimal. Look at that thing! Look, so that way I don't really see it. But then also too, when I go to record long-form videos, shoot it. Right there. Fucking best camera mount I've ever fucking seen. Here, let me tell you guys what it is. Let me tell you guys what it is. I got you, Prime. I got you. Where the fuck can I get this? Hold on. Let me put this in Discord real quick and copy it for the people that do want to support me. Appreciate you guys that do. Appreciate you guys that you do. Also, while I'm doing this, let me just remind you guys as content creators, every fucking one of you need to be signing up for Amazon Associates. I signed up in 2016. It's been guaranteed $150 to $750 a month of income for me since the day I signed up. Every one of you guys needs to sign on up for Amazon Associates if you have a following. Please do not leave fucking money on the table. You guys are goofy. Speaking of not leaving money on the table, let me just remind you guys that I am running a sign-up promotion on my I thought about using a 6400. Let me grab this, guys. Orders 6400 with a cam link to the YouTube desk, but I found... What is that webcam? I will say that Knackers just did a really good video on a webcam. Wait, no. Where do I go? Let me get you guys. I gotta find the name too. I don't remember the name of this mount. Wait, what the fuck? Is it just gone? Oh no, Beck. Or wait, who asked for that? Yeah, Beck, you might be fucked. Wait, you can't find my Discord? Guys, Discord should just be discord.gg/biggie. Is this still, is my shit outdated? Discord.gg/biggie. Can somebody confirmed? Well, hold on. I'll get you, chat. Sorry. Prime, give me 1 second. Prime, how you doing, brother? How you doing? This is the Elgato stand, Prime. Prime, I miss you, man. I miss you. How's your viewbotting on Kick going, man? I moved all my viewbots to TikTok and YouTube, man. Sorry, I know. Wait, okay, there's no way. This is under buy it again. Oh, I need to go to orders. Right? Yeah, I found it, and it is in stock. It's called the Tarion. Here, I'm gonna link in Discord. So that way I can copy it. Copy to clipboard. Are you guys absolutely like 100% sure that I cannot link it in TikTok? Yeah, hold on. Can I do this? Discord.gg/biggie. I'm going to put it in general. For anybody interested. And then Prime, I'm going to link it over here too. I miss you, Prime. Hope you're doing well, man. All right, Discord. Not me sitting here. Shut the fuck up, Wesley. Guys are putting pressure. Stop putting pressure on my shoulders. Stop putting pressure on me. There we go. All right, did that link? And then Prime, let me get you. Just view batting my ass off. Prime, I'm just going to text it to you. Oh, fuck. Wait, I don't have you saved as Prime. What the fuck's your real name? Isn't it some, like, gay-ass name like Gary or something? What's your real name, Prime? Or can you text me? Prime, text me. I'll just text it to you. Is it universal? Meaning what, back? Meaning what? Is it universal in which way? Gary's fucking insane. Brother, this is one of the most beautiful setups. Appreciate you, Matt. I wish you were in here with me, man. Yes, because... Yeah, okay, yeah, it'll work with your Z. Okay, so here's what I would, here's what I advise you to do. I'll even do this. Here's what I would advise you to do. Prime, shoot me a text real quick. So here's how I have it back, and anybody in here too. I'm linking both of these links in my Discord. It's just discord.gg/biggie. Okay, guys? Actually, let me note that down too. I need to add that link to my website. Add Discord to site. Man, you guys are just helping me build it all up. Just help me build it all up. So what I do is I use that camera arm, and then I use a... Yes. Let me get you a good one. Yep, right here. This would be a good one. This is going to change back. This is going to change some of you guys' fucking life. So what I'm linking to you guys now, let me turn the brightness down. So what that does is that's going to go on the camera mount. That part's going to go underneath. What's really cool about this is it's universal. This can you can use it with a Joby. You can use it with many tripods as well, like just regular tripods. So literally you click a button, set it in there, let it go. What do you think about the files? Not to get political, it's crazy fucking times to where everybody wants to argue and push their fucking politics on this versus that, and we're just completely pretending that we didn't just find out that half of the fucking world is ran by fucking pedos. So that's the only thing I have to say about that. Listen, as content creators, we're entertainers. As musicians, content creators, celebrities, athletes, none of our political shit should even fucking be. I'm sorry. No, I'm not a politician. I'm not highly educated in the shit. I'm here to entertain. It's not even important. But that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. We just pretending that we didn't just find out half the fucking world is fucking insane. And oh my God. Anyways, disgusting. So let me link this in here too. Did you? No, I'm not going to Loot Fest, Prime. I'm locked in, brother. I'm locked in. Prime, do you want the quick release plate too? I'm just going to link it anyways. So that way you have it. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to say on that too. That's all I'll say on that. Yeah, I gotcha. I'll send it to you then. Let me get you this. That's a quick release plate. And then let me get you the mount. Dude, this thing is... man, I don't know if I just make a vertical on it or a whole fucking YouTube video on it. It's that good. It's that good, man. Yeah, dude, I can move my camera around to set up vertical stuff. I can move it for the set down shots. I just put out a new video yesterday, recording on it. Shit, yeah. I edit with Adobe Premiere. I have the Cux 100K. Is that a real thing? Sounds like a sex swing. Crazy. No, yeah, not doing Loot Fest this year, brother. Just, I'm locked in, brother. I'm locked in. Shut! What are we talking about, Poppy? What LUT do you use? Golly. I fucking hate getting asked the question anymore. Not like the question annoys me. It's my LUT. It's called Film Garbage. I launched the LUT pack in 2021. I launched another one in 2022, and I made another one in 2023. And what you're seeing is the LUT pack that I've had packaged up with like 7 other LUTs since 2023. And I still haven't put it out. In my fucking community, like the main portion of my community roasts me all the time. So every time everybody asks what LUT I use, I just get shit on, man. What is a LUT? It's this right here. It's this filter. So you see, this is what looks straight out of the camera, which actually doesn't look that bad. This is what looks straight out of the camera, and then you apply this LUT, and this is what gives that teal blue look. Yeah, cools the shadows a little bit. It gives a cinematic filmic look. Yeah. How do you apply a LUT when you stream on TikTok Live Studio? So I use, what I do is I stream, I have a vertical setup in OBS, and then I virtual camera out. It's 0. I fucking literally have it. Oh, wait, I want to hide that right there. Don't want you guys to know about any of the OnlyFans secrets. Shut up, LUT pack. You guys can't read my fucking scribbles anyways. It's on my plans this week. This is exactly why I started my fucking documenting series too, by the way. I just uploaded my first episode last week called Building in Public, where I'm literally bringing you guys like behind like scenes, like vlogging and shit, doing this stuff. And it's, I'm already recording this week's episode and it's on my list. It's literally highlighted. I'll just tell you guys, I know I'm going to ruin it for the vlog viewers, but this week I'm going to be working on that. We're going to be getting the LUT packs going. At some point I'm going to be doing a content review stream. So anybody that's the premium members on YouTube, appreciate you guys. We're going to be catching up with that. I don't know if I should do that on TikTok because you guys can't see shit on TikTok. So guys, make sure you're subscribed to YouTube, I guess, for that. If you guys want to be a part of that. So we have a premium membership on YouTube where the fucking people that support me through this fucking insane tier over here, would like to just keep up with those creators. So like I try to do once a week, but I've been just so busy. So I got to catch up. What we do is during a session, when we do these streams, I go we go in and we go through all the premium members that are in there, and we check out their content. Yeah, we check out their content. We see what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what they can improve on. I just give any suggestion that I can in that situation, kind of yap like as if they were like a customer of mine or some shit. Just try to help out. Just try to help out some of the people that support me through the premium content. And I'm not talking about the premium, if you know what I'm talking about, chat. But yeah, so what was I? Oh yeah, things that I'm doing this week. LUT pack is a plan. We're going to catch up on some creator reviews at some point. The third thing is I'm completely redoing the blueprints to be... The blueprints are getting... Dude, hundreds of fucking purchases on the blueprints. I cannot thank you guys enough. Holy fuck. People reaching out saying that already they're like week one doing it. It's already been so helpful. It's nice to break down things on a systematic level. Seeing the love that I've gotten from it now and the effort people are putting in my head, the product does not match the energy now. So this week, I'm completely redoing all of them to be good. I'm sipping on a Kinetic. It's a ketone drink. Can you virtual cam into Teams Zooms? Yes, you can. And your OnlyFans lives. Don't ask me how I know that. Yeah, hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, come on over to the Discord. I'd like to, just a heads up, I try to be active in Discord. I really try to be active in Discord. I try to encourage people to talk amongst each other, share each other. So please, I share updates on things I'm working on the website, things that I'm like last week, I had a video that was underperforming in retention and, but was overperforming in watch time. Excuse me. I had a video not doing well in click-through rate and impressions. So it wasn't getting distributed and people weren't clicking on it. But the watch time was fucking insane, which is a red flag of like, dude, this video's got to get pushed out there. I got to do a better job at my packaging. So like even times like that, I'll just come into Discord and I'll be like, hey, here's what I'm fucking fixing. Some other, like we got developers that are building fucking stream apps and shit on here. We got OnlyFans members like Mad Dog and fucking Hosters Toasters that just, share their OnlyFans updates. What's up, Ghosty? What up, Bobby? Let me get that extra premium. Why are you holding back? What are you talking about, Connor? What are you talking about? Also, too, can we address something? Can we talk about it? I put out a video today. I haven't put it on TikTok yet because I'm pretty sure TikTok's very sensitive. And I said the word fuck twice, and Instagram accidentally autocorrect my caption to the burnt penis. So I don't know how TikTok's going to react to that. So I haven't uploaded it to TikTok yet. Why? What is this? Is it a trend right now where a lot of people are going around to a lot of streamers saying you got to be the burnt peanut? Is that like an online thing going on right now? How big is your softbox? How big do you want it to be, Landon? It's actually not that big at all. It's really not. It's I think it's 30. It's the smaller one. I wanted to be able to move it around the room. But is that like a thing that's going around right now where people are just like, oh, you're the burnt peanut? Because in so many of my fucking videos lately, I keep getting these comments where like, this is the burnt peanut. And I'm sorry. It's got to be just a joke, right? Like an inside joke. Like people just trying to meme. Because I don't sound fuck all like the dude. Not fuck all. No, nowhere remotely close. I have like a clear like fucking Ohio and Canadian fucking hard accent. And to be fair, Peanut kind of talks like he's slow sometimes. So like it's a little bit of an insult. I mean, haven't been for a couple months now. Give us a ka-chow. That's not fair because he didn't come up with the ka-chow. Ka-chow. That is Cars. I bet I blew some people's mind too, by the way. I love telling that story. So my kid is obsessed, has picked one movie. So my kid's 18 months old. He's my fucking little homie, my best friend. And he's finally got his movie. He's finally got his first ever movie to be addicted to. And it's fucking Cars. And I was watching Cars one day, and I just got done watching Burnt Peanut. And the next thing you know, I hear on Cars, I hear ka-chinga, ka-chinga. And I'm like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I hear ka-chow. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We're back. We're back. We're back. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're back. Anyways. I realized that the Burnt Peanut says a whole bunch of shit from Cars in there. Are you against promoting on TikTok? I have not done it, but I would like to try it. You got meals prep and lifestyle. I mean, you're selling an actual product. It's such a double-edged sword because I assume you're talking about like TikTok advertising. Dude, advertising advertising is a huge play for people that are selling a product. I haven't used it yet. Just because right now, like I've been 100% organic about like my blueprints, for example. I don't have to like oversell them. And I'm getting like in the last month, hundreds of sales just from a small conversion. So I haven't found the need to do it, but I assume, since yours says meal prep and lifestyle, it might be worth trying, brother. I don't know. It might be worth trying. Might want to keep that bad boy plugged in. Stop. Why do you guys always roast me? I don't have a fucking camera battery for it yet. Like a dead battery. Stop roasting me. I can't afford one. It's a Sony A7 IV is what you guys see me on see on TikTok. Yeah. All right. Any other questions while we're here, guys? Any other questions? Let's keep the tech talk going. Any other questions? Think more like don't be too like nitpicky here. Think more like general. Anything that can actually be helpful to other people. Anything that could be helpful to other people. I'm using Electro Voice RE20. Are you the Burnt Peanut? Jesus fucking Christ. You're streaming from your camera to TikTok. So cameras into OBS, virtual camera into TikTok Studio, then you guys see it. Godox lighting. Me too, Nick. Me too. I am not using 2 PCs. I'm using only 1 PC. Yep. And fun fact, on my side gaming channel that's super secretive that you guys don't know about, I stream 4K there while gaming at 4K 240, and it's all on 1 PC. Yep. Appreciate the follows, guys. What's a good budget key light you recommend? Godox is pretty budget friendly. Godox is pretty budget friendly itself, but also too, if you literally just or Amazon search LED soft box, some of the Amazon brand stuffs are fine. I wouldn't get the square ones. I'd focus on let's see, there's a bicolor one where it's like the dome. Another, honestly too, the Newer, that's Neewer. That's another brand that makes some okay cheap ones. Like really not that hateful. I use Godox for everything because I can connect it to my phones and shit. And it's everything that I invest into is I'm not responding to the chat. This is all pre-recorded. Everything that I invest into personally is if I don't want to do this content creation stuff anymore, I want to have equipment to where I can do the creative stuff because I'm always going to do this. I love this shit, man. I love shooting content. I love recording other shit. I love recording for brands. I love recording for other people. Sometimes it gets bad when you get shit splashed on your camera gear when you shoot for OnlyFans content, but that's about it. Does TikTok restrict you if you don't use TikTok Studio? Yes, from what I've been told. What do you use to get such high quality audio with your RE20? DBX286S preamp. Here you go. DBX286S preamp. And that doesn't need to just be used with this. These are just the particular settings I have with this mic. I have not used that, but I did just get this. I mean, I can suggest this, but it's like, it's fucking expensive. This guy's nice. This guy is nice. The Amaran P60X, but I mean, it's expensive, guys. But so like, if you'll look on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, anywhere, you'll see when I was on vacation, because I'm doing the 90-day creator blueprint with you guys. So I have to upload every single day as well, right? So when I went on vacation, I needed to be able to have something at the hotel that I can use. So this is what I used. And this comes with like it's actually in this. So this comes with it's a pop out fucking softbox for the light. So those shots in the hotel room were from this. But I mean, this is like hundreds of dollars. It's really not cheap. Really not cheap, boys. I'm a videographer who just started. I got my first FX30. Nice, dude. I just literally was recommending it. Oh, dude, I got the that's what I use Siri for my anamorphic lenses. Amaran's new Ray series is pretty affordable and great quality for the price. Like 100, really? Well, there you go. I'd probably go with that if I were you guys. That's a good company. Godox is another good company too. Loved your video since you were doing the brush typography. We were just talking about that earlier. Especially as a dad and life gets busy, how do you handle burnout as well as keeping content ideas fresh? God, I did not fucking plan for him to come here. I just want to make that very clear. How do I handle burnout? Systems, 100%. Systems, habits, routines. My hot take, and this is why I made the blueprints. This is why I made the streamer and creator blueprints. My hot take is, and I figured this out years ago when I was a graphic designer. Burnout typically comes from an overabundance of anxiety from wondering. A lot of time, the burnout that we make, we associate this idea that because you feel burnout in something, it's because of you doing too much work. What I've learned over the years and how I would adapt through these seasons of burnout as a graphic designer is anytime I took, which is so counterintuitive, you would think, but anytime I would start to feel a burnout or creator's block as a graphic designer, I would do the shit less. I would get my work done, get out, and focus on other shit. It was through the learning to market myself more that would fix my creative block. It was the picking up a camera, learning ISO, aperture, f-stop for the first time that took the pressure off of my creator block. Creator block and burnout is the same fucking thing. It's the same concept. It's not this just general idea that you're just doing too much and you just, oh my God, you can't. You are wired to work. You are wired for output as people. Now, can you be spending too many hours doing the wrong thing? Absolutely. Yeah, you can burn out your time doing that. But it is very rarely, I'm sorry to fucking tell a lot of people, it's very rarely that you are literally just doing something so much that you're burning out. Streaming's probably like the number one thing, obviously, because yeah, you just spend countless hours. But like, let's be real. A lot of us as creators who are like, oh, I'm burned out creating content, a lot of creators are not making content from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, or from the time they get off work to the time. And some people are, and sure, like in those situations, yeah, you can burn out from your output. But even to that point, those hours that you spend because you're burning out, you realize that if you educated yourself on editing, if you educated yourself on file management, if you educated yourself on setting up the shots first, you could simplify your process so much faster. So it all resorts back to one thing. If you take the time to look away from the thing that you think is the stressor and you learn other things to help with the stressor, usually that's what will fix the burnout. So for me, as somebody who, I've been doing this for X amount of years, as a dad, as somebody who tries to also, I enjoy life. Like, I got to have me time, dude. Like, it just is what it is. I gotta go hang out with my friends and fucking do shit. I gotta go drive my car and shoot guns and shit. And that is the question I've always got. It's like, how do I find the time to do that? It's because I have systems. It's because I try to put myself in a position where I don't have time to overcomplicate that. So I'm just like, oh, I'm not as happy right now making videos. Worry about the routines. Worry about everything else. It's the going to the, like, weight loss is also helping too. That's some pretty solid advice there too. If you're burning out in something, you get a bit of a creator block and you're not getting as much of a high and a dopamine rush and a response from it. Get another dopamine rush, man. Get another one. Get another one. In the world of content creation, it's that, I think that's what causes a lot of burnout too for a lot of people. You get this spike where maybe they're getting a lot of comments, videos, getting a lot of response, and then it kind of dies out and they're not getting that dopamine. And they instantly think, because they're not getting this high, that it's like, oh, it's just not doing well at all. It's just, yada, yada, yada. But it's like, bro, I'm telling you right now, if you get addicted to your output and your work is your dopamine, it changes everything, because it's obtainable within your own output, like your own efforts. You can actually accomplish it yourself. You don't have to rely on algorithms of people to give you a response. You know, it's like gambling. You gotta rely on if the house is gonna pay you or not. That's a fucking shitty dopamine to rely on. It is a fun one. I'm right there with you. Use code BIGGIE on steak. I get it. But is it a healthy one to live off of? Absolutely not. Content creating is the same way. So many people set out all their objective on, I'm going to put work into a video. Is it going to get attention and results? And they're basing everything on that dopamine. Are people going to like it? Are people going to watch it? And then when that doesn't happen, you almost feel like you suck. You're not doing the right shit. When you have systems and you slow down and you look at the deeper side of things, you're like, oh, well, I can fix something. You know, that's also what leads to a lot of creators and creatives, where if something doesn't do as well, they blame the other things. I think it's valuable when you start understanding with so much in your control, and when platforms give you analytics, you're able to assess. You're able to figure out why. Why didn't this do well? At what point did it fall off? What was not progressive about it? Okay, well, I'm not going to do that again moving forward. So, I mean, how do I handle burnout? Is just try to keep myself occupied with other things in life to where I don't put too much pressure on one thing dictating my emotions across the board. If you overly obsess about being a good dad, you're gonna, it's gonna bother you. It's like a happy medium. Like you know what I mean? Like I guess that's like the best way that I can relate. You know, as a dad, if you overly protect and overly love that child, it's not gonna be good. Child's probably gonna be a pussy. Like, it just is what it is. We're seeing a huge culture in that right now. But you do love that. You got to have the balance with it too. Everything is about, like, you got to let the kids learn. And you know that as a father. I know you do. At a certain point, you're like, you gotta have to fucking learn that. Hot's hot, man. Cold's cold. Things that fall from a high distance hurt. Points, stab and poke and suck. Sup, Fluff? Well, how do you think people go about finding something that is worth to provide for people as a service product? Well, that's easy. If you get the same question 50 fucking times a day, there you go. It's valuable. See, I mean, that's the easiest answer ever. If somebody's like, you don't create the value out of thin air. If you're constantly getting the, like, okay, earlier, the fucking DSLR mount, that's clearly valuable. Clearly. Everybody was wanting to know what the fuck that was. Okay, I got some form of value. Now I'm going to use that as like a content creator value. I better make a vertical on that, supply an affiliate link, and I could get a little cut. But I could go one step further and I could say, holy fuck, why don't I reach out to somebody and try to make this product? Because clearly it's fucking valuable. Look at the blueprints. Why did I make the blueprints? Because it's the same shit I get asked every single day. Every single time. So like, I may not be the biggest. I may not have millions. But the one thing I always get asked is, how have I been able to do this so long? How have I done it 11 years full time? I have friends that reach out and ask me. I have people that build brands in this industry reach out and ask me. That's clearly valuable. There's clearly value in it. So the people that ask you the same shit over and over and over and over again, what settings do you use for OBS? What do you use for this? What do you do for that? There's optimization value for that right there. You know how much money you could probably, anybody here that has half a fucking brain with OBS could be making in this industry? Do you guys realize that? Like, you guys do know that people sell OBS optimization and they make tens of thousands of dollars off that shit. Tens of thousands. Because I mean, I guarantee there's somebody in this stream right now that's like, I see all this quality, I don't understand all this stuff. And if I was to say, hey, here's what I'll tell you. You give me $50, we'll get in a Discord call, I'll set up literally all your fucking shit. And you just literally click go live. You don't got to worry about it. Do you realize how many people would do that? So fucking many. Because people do that all the fucking time. Valuable. Valuable. You don't know what you're not taught. Bingo. And sure, some of these things, like once somebody learns it, okay, well, you've sold it and you move on. But then the data, the transaction, the fucking interaction is valuable. And also too, we have a huge disconnect in how many fucking people are out there. Like, bro. Bro, it's insane. I mean, you talk about like, on average, on Twitch, there's 93,000 fucking channels live. That's 93. That, like, we're talking one little subset. There's 93,000 streamers at any given time on Twitch alone. Not even YouTube, not Kick, not TikTok, not people that don't even just stream. They just create content. So they got to record. So how you find if a product is worth providing for is if you get asked it over and over and over and over again, it's a problem. There's value there. And you can 100% do that. You can sell that without a shadow of doubt. Sorry, guys. I was focused on YouTube there. When you say you don't mean selling hotkeys or streaming to multiple platforms, all of it, brother. All of it. Yeah, imagine if like, we always associate this idea that like every streamer is just a struggling person that's just trying it out. No, do you guys realize how many streamers out there exist that are just guys that make $50, $60, $100, $200,000 a year at their fucking job? And they come home and they're like, I just want to fucking stream too. I bought this badass gaming PC. I got a camera and shit. They ain't got time to set all of that shit up. Hey, dude, just give me $50 fucking dollars. Give me $100 and I'll do it for you. And we're not just talking about people. We're talking about brands too. Guys, let me just tell you, streaming is the fucking future. It is the future. It is the future. Streaming platforms only, I don't think they're the future. Twitch, Kick, you got to separate some shit up. But streaming is definitely the future. You're going to have in the next couple of years, the streaming landscape is going to be vastly different. The gaming side is going to be so small compared to how big it gets. So small. You're already seeing people like Alex Hormozy are fucking also jumping on it too. Because you can go live in a session. You can monetize that session. You can create real, raw, authentic interaction. You get a lot more meat and bone. I don't have to come up with ideas as you guys are talking. It's just going. Realistically, what I should be doing is in all these sessions, I should be fucking recording a lot of it and turning it into more content. Definitely. That's where I'm slacking. That's where I need to improve, for sure. But this is going to happen. So you got fucking multi-millionaires that have horrible fucking stream setups. I was watching, I watch Andy Frisella. Shout out to anybody that knows him. But for anybody that doesn't know, he's the owner of First Form. It's a energy drink and fitness company, right? And they live stream on YouTube all the time. And there are so many times where I'm watching their live stream and I'm like, how does your team know that you can just do this and fix your problem? Oh, like he'll go like, hey guys, can't do this today because of this. And I'm like, yeah, your fucking shit's got an encoding overload, dude. Of course it does. Like, if you guys just switch to this, like, I have that knowledge. This guy's a fucking like road to be a billionaire. And his team doesn't even have the knowledge. And this is what I'm talking about, like how we were referencing earlier, that not all of you guys need to be on a camera. Not all of you guys need to be the content creator. Not everybody is so fucking focused on like, I need to be the CEO, the head of the company. That, bro, some of you guys could be killing it behind the scenes. Killing it. I've told some of my friends this over the last few years. Some of these guys work behind the scenes making multiple six figures a year now. And they don't do any of this shit. It's all the providing the building blocks. There's so many ways to be fucking, and I'm telling you guys right now, in the world of AI, it got expedited immensely. There is so much money on the table for people that are willing to step out of their comfort zones and chase it over the next 2 years. Yeah, there's a lot of money out there. Not even just online, period. I come from small town Ohio. Oh my God. Oh my God. The retirement option. You guys have to understand. Remember when I told you guys that story where you guys overcomplicate quality and shit? And I said, you want to know the average fucking viewer? Go take a road trip from one city to another city, like an 8-hour road trip in the middle of fucking nowhere, and see how often you come across major populated areas and see how often you come across little populated areas where there's nobody, no service. That's the majority of the fucking world. The majority of the world is people out in the fucking middle of nowhere that can't watch shit at 4 fucking K. Right? Now, once you understand that also too, a lot of those little societies, a lot of those little townships, they thrive. They do great, but they're fucking years behind. So taking point where I come from, small town Ohio. So I come from the area where it's industry driven. So you have all these tiny fucking towns in the middle of nowhere, like 1,200 fucking people in the middle of nowhere, right? And the biggest thing they have going for them, why they're not just like a dump, like a fucking ghost town, is because they have industry there. They have plants, Honda, Dannon, Crown, these things that make up big parts of the fucking ecosystems of the world, right? And these towns are all over across the world. It's why the election ended up the way it did last time. All those people finally went out and voted. And it's these people that aren't connected to society like you guys are. They don't check TikTok and Instagram and fucking X. They don't even have these fucking things. But these societies in these townships are full of people that they're fucking millionaires. Like where I come from, small town Ohio, fuck dude, half the parents have millions there. Because they all own their own fucking business. The amount of fucking money I could make if I just moved back to small town Ohio and take everything that I've learned in big city Charlotte and go there, because they're 10 years behind. Guys, some of you guys are going to find this crazy. Some of you guys are going to get this because you're from small towns. Guys, I don't have a coffee shop in the town that I'm from. There's not a fucking coffee shop. I know it. Some of you motherfuckers are, what? Bro, there's not a coffee shop in the town that I'm from. There's not one. Not one. Charlotte, every fucking 5 miles, there's a coffee shop. And they all do great. Coffee margins are insane. The markup that you can get from coffee, insane. No, my town don't even have a Starbucks, brother. That's the opportunity it has. The town that I'm from, the town next to me, the town over from me, none of those towns coffee shops. So whenever I come back up to Ohio, I have to drive a half an hour to get like a local coffee shop. Or if I want Starbucks, I got to drive 20 minutes to a town. And you got to understand it's country driving. So that 20 minutes isn't like, it's not like city driving. Like that's a 20, 30 mile drive. Ain't no coffee. Ain't no coffee shop. Ain't nothing. One of my buds, or one of my brother's buds that he went to school with, he's a fucking millionaire in this town because he owns the only fucking computer repair shop within like 5 fucking townships. It's insane. Fuck no, dude. I ain't going back to Ohio. Hell no, brother. Hell no. Hell no. Bring a whole new meaning to the Midwest. Fucking dude. It's insane. But they got their beer. And here's the thing, too. Out there, one brewery dominates the entire fucking side of Ohio. One. In Charlotte, every fucking corner, there's a brewery. Dude, I'm one of the only web developers in small town Ohio. Works like a charm. It's insane, isn't it, Nick? It's insane. Everybody is 10 years behind. Everybody is 10 years behind. It's insane. But yeah, but Uptown's got hundreds. That sounds like my brother. He owns the only laundromat in the small town he lives in. Guys, one of my favorite content creators to watch is Roman Atwood. And their whole thing now is they own a laundromat. Oh, man. Are you completely satisfied with your payouts and overall experience with Kick? I mean, yeah, they made me a lot of money, but now I'm kind of... Yeah, they're a little too stubborn to put my entire focus in. Yeah. The tools that I have on YouTube and other platforms are exponentially better than the tools that I have on Kick. Kick's entire tool and narrative is kind of like, it's just essentially Twitch, but it's just juiced. That's all it is. That's their entire marketing campaign is, we pay more than Twitch, but it's the same thing, man. YouTube is king. YouTube is just fucking king. TikTok's pretty well as well. Instagram's been my pretty strong go-to after YouTube. But let's really break down how to make money there. The only way to make money on Kick, like really make money, is you unless you're like top dog to where you multi-stream everywhere and you get thousands of people, you essentially got to give up like this, like what we got on YouTube right now, which is super healthy, super healthy, in my opinion. The tools are amazing because one, I have the actual genuine discovery here. People actually find me over on YouTube by like simple search and stuff. Two, the VOD lives in a growing experience, meaning when I stop my YouTube stream, people actually watch this. My YouTube streams gain more in monetization, ad revenue after the stream's public. After. What do you think about the bigger Kick streamers complaining about their pay since they're cracking down on botting? I mean, I don't know how anybody's surprised. Kick, the guys that own Kick own a gambling site. And how you get them in is you hook them off the big hit and online casinos, and then they keep coming back. So it's like, I don't know why anybody's shocked that it's good off the rip and then it kind of dwindles down. You know what I mean? Neither Twitch nor Kick have discovery. You have to grow elsewhere. On YouTube, it's the entire ecosystem that feeds every part of your content. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to make the greatest record of all time. Fuck yeah, Josh. Fuck yeah. What's your camera setup? A7 V. Yeah, TikTok's just an exposure site, but that's a pretty good tool. You're not getting that exposure on Twitch or Kick. But also, too, on TikTok, you're not going to turn that over as much, too. It's really hard to get you guys to leave TikTok. It's like almost fucking impossible. I was able to kind of do it today to get a couple of you guys on Discord, but like the reality is some of you guys are going to check those links in Discord and you're probably just going to leave Discord. Yeah, on TikTok, you really have to build up a relationship for somebody to convert over. Really have to. But that's because like inherently like, let's just be real, guys. We go to TikTok and we go to these shorts platforms for brain rot. It's retard mode when we go there. It's just swipe for the next fucking hit. So like, it's kind of hard. Like the creator has to be so good to be invested. Like I'd say over the last 3 years on TikTok, there's only probably been like 3 to 4 people that like really impacted, like where I'm like, fuck man, I love these guys. That one couple that's funny as fuck, the Cardens or whatever. The guy who used to be the content creator, but now is the gym guy. I don't even remember the fucking names. God damn. Obviously, like Maddie K and them, sure, but like I became friends with Maddie K, so it's like it's hard to say that TikTok influenced me to like TikTok gave us the connection to meet each other, but yeah, TikTok's just so tough to actually like fucking grow a real community, man. You gotta be like top dog to do that. Do you still do design? I don't, man. I don't. I haven't done designs. Well, I'm doing graphic design for myself right now. Obviously with like the things that I'm doing. But damn, 2018 is when I stopped like taking customers for graphic design. That's crazy. Are USB mics really that bad? No, there's some good ones. The Yeti's a really good mic. No, I don't do stream settings shit because stream settings are super subjective to your setup. The best thing that you can do for stream settings is you go to AI, Chat GPT, you say exactly what you have, what you want, and you ask like literally the computer you're using, the software you're using, what you're trying to stream, and it will give you a setup. I don't know. Yeah, well, I got to get up and make food here in a second. It's got a little swig left. Now it's empty. Yeah. Are you just mad that it's a can and not your cock? Yeah, you sick little fuck. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? What are your thoughts on quality of content? It seems like people are prone to accept low standards like cell phone quality because it's relatable. But also, I think no matter the quality, if you're not creating relatable content, it doesn't matter. I think that's just flat out what it is. If it is a phone and you're creating relatable content, it's going to be useful. I don't believe this world to where like if you automatically use a good camera, you're kind of going to get suppressed because everything's about being authentic. That doesn't make any fucking sense. A good camera will not save an inauthentic, lazy content creator. It just won't. Now, if you have a good camera and you're authentic and you're just being yourself, like that's just win-win. You just higher quality. But it also doesn't mean you're going to get more views, neither. You know what I mean? Appreciate the response, bro. Your quality is meant just the 4K by itself is making me stay and watch. Well, it's actually not. This is what I try to always tell. It's not even 4K, brother. Yeah. It's not even 4K, guys. This is 1080. This is 1080p. That's it. Holy shit. 39,000 likes on TikTok. Is that a lot? Is that a lot? I just got this just Godox light right here. Just a softbox right here. On YouTube, you can actually kind of see a little bit of, look at that, YouTube. I was getting a little taste. Do you find time to work out? Yeah, every day now. I'm down 30 pounds since summer. Yeah. No, it appears different because a couple things. One, there's a lot of darkness in the room, so everything stands out. So everything is just everything appears to be so much sharper because everything's popping out on a black background. So it's actually why I'm wearing a black hat and a black hoodie right now. Everything just pops out when you got that contrast. So it looks like it's a lot sharper. It's not. It's still 1080p quality. No, I'm not streaming on an iPhone right now. Yeah. Dark room with lighting is, yeah. Step 1, paint your walls, bitches. Paint your walls. If your wife yells at you, you tell her, can I please do it anyways? I'll give you a back rub, and then you paint them bitches. I'm telling you, black walls changes everything. What camera do you use, sir? FX3 and both the Sony's FX3 and a Sony A7 IV. Yeah. Painted my bike this summer. Love it. Dude, it's always good. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I just want to, things been good, guys. All the familiar faces, all the new faces. Like I said, I got a comment yesterday where somebody's like, dude, you seem like you're in a flow state right now. And it feels like that. It feels like that. Everything feels good. I think this was the best thing that I've done in years. I think this was the best thing that I've done in years was to kind of make this pivot, make this change, and reinvest it in myself and take a hold of my brand. Yeah. So I appreciate you saying that, man. Appreciate you saying that. I'm looking at getting... What up, Mike Davis? What's your next UFC fight that I could come to, brother? Black Rifle Company is bad. Don't care. My stream title does not say, please let me know what you think about things and peoples and products and stuff. Don't care. Not asking. We don't care. I'm hoping in April. Where are you thinking? Is that a Goovy tube light? No. Does Goovy make tube lights? That behind, those are Godox. Godox. I'll tell you what, guys, these people, dude. Oh my God. What kind of content do you do? OnlyFans. Yeah. Short and stubby is my nickname. Yep. Don't need to Google them. Don't fucking care. Don't give a shit. Don't fucking care. Do not care, brother. Nobody in here cares neither. Nobody cares more than you. Do you think tube lights is a good investment? Sure. Makes sense. It does. Move on to somebody else with your bullshit. Nobody gives shit about your gay fucking little crybaby shit. Is that a black diffusion filter? It fucking is! Or this one right here. My fucking guy. My guy. God, I can't stand these people on the internet. Let me just tell you something. I'm just going to tell you guys something. I don't know if you guys realize these files were released this week. Every corner of every part of the world, you can trace something to something bad. I just want to let you guys know. And also, too, anybody in here on any aspect and any situation and any background, if there's something that you feel like you have to bring attention because you're like, oh, this is bad. Can't believe you're supporting this. This is bad. The very fact of you being in my chat right now, you're a fucking hypocrite. Okay. So whatever situation or thing that most people think is like bad or immoral, it's bad enough for you to bitch and moan. Bad enough. Don't fucking care. Don't care about your situation because whatever it is, you are still on a TikTok app right now talking from a device where it's like put together by kids in third world countries. You're supporting an app right now that like spies on us, where you literally trade in your data, right? You're doing this that's owned by fucking people and governments that just got exposed by a giant pedo fucking ring right now, right? I'm just trying to make this abundantly clear. Here's what society is doing right now. Here's what everybody's doing on a fundamental level. Nobody's doing anything. All the evil people are getting away with shit in the world, and everybody else is just trying to mind their own business and live their life. Okay, that's it. What everybody's trying to just do. That's all we're trying to do. We don't care. We don't give a fuck. There's nothing we can do. So whatever thing that you have to say about Black Rifle Coffee Co. or whatever conspiracy theory of whatever situation, whatever you want to unturn because you're so pressed and has nothing to do with the conversation, I'm here to tell you two things. One, nobody in here really cares. The majority of us are going to continue to buy Black Rifle Coffee Co. shit. And two, the second thing is you're a hypocrite because somewhere along the line, you are contributing to invest and play a part of a very vicious game. Yeah. No, I'm not heated. I'm just like... The only person that's heated is the person that's coming to try to talk. We're talking about tech and gear. And you're like, oh my God, you have a fucking hat on. Let me tell you something about that, man. Nobody cares. I'm trying to tell you that nobody cares. Your problems, the things that you're upset about are only as big as what you make it out to be because it stresses you out. You're picking and choosing your moral argument of whatever it is that you want to bitch and moan about. You're picking and choosing. But you contribute to shitty things every single day. So... how about we just not stress about it and we focus on camera gear and cool tech stuff, video games, things within our control. That just sounds so much more fun to me. That just sounds so much more fun to me. How do you get away with calling stuff gay? I would get flagged and my stream would shut down. No, you won't. You don't get flagged for saying gay. It's not how that works. People tell you that you get flagged for that because again, everybody tries to make it seem like you got to make everything challenging and just being yourself. No, it doesn't work like that. Yeah. So, Bam's like, so, black diffusion filter. Yes. Yes. I feel like you get flagged for the hard F. Yeah, you'd probably get flagged for that. And a hard R, for sure. For sure. But yeah, no, I mean, I say it all the time on TikTok. I mean, tard is probably... the thing is, I could say whatever I want on TikTok and somebody could flag me for anything. The flagging is not an actual, like, legitimate, like, solid AI system. It's somebody in chat is being a pussy and they report you. Which that is a TikTok problem for sure. I love art creators. You seen the game that the files that came out soon looks kind of cool? No. I never heard of a black diffusion filter. Wait, what? No, it's a pro. What is it exactly? What's up, Jayhawk? Yeah, it's just called a black pro mist. I think black's the brand. Yeah, black's the brand. Black pro mist. It's what gives it like that fucking hue. Yeah. Ha! Crazy. Somebody got the wrong invite to Burnt Peanuts Slur Saturday, huh, brother? Jesus Christ. Favorite pistol to EDC. P365. Yeah. I've been, man, I like my shadow systems. It's just big, man. And I'm fat, so it's like not easy to just put away. It's not easy to put away, dude. I got flagged on TikTok because I was using my own face with the UFC logo and it restricted me for copyright. Motherfucker, it's me. Oh, it thought that you were like advertising Mike Davis. That's funny. Oh my God, that's fucking funny. Yeah, TikTok's got to fix their shit. They're a little soft over there. They're a little soft. They can be getting a little soft. Got any advice for getting more views on clips? Well, first and foremost, stressing about views specifically, worrying about watch time will help with the views. So you should be worried about watch time. It just goes hand in hand. If you get better viewer retention, your views will go up. Yeah. And to get better viewer retention, you need a hook, you need a story, you need a resolution. Hook, contrast, all right, hook, conflict, resolution. Like it is like whatever, you got to make it simple. But that's what you got to do. That's what you have to do. In every single one. But I say like, it's just inherently just saying, hey, I want to get more views. That doesn't solve the problem. There's a reason you're not getting views. You're not getting views because you're not getting pushed. If you're not getting, there's a reason why people aren't staying to watch your shit. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So your question should be, how do I get people to watch my videos longer? So you go to your videos, your clips, that on each graph, it'll show you like when people turn off. And then you assess, what are you doing right and wrong with that? People need to stop thinking they're shadow banned. I mean, I've literally been saying it for fucking years. And you still got people that are like, no. Do you have knowledge on IRL streaming and relay services? Only minimal, not enough to be helpful. Not enough at all to be helpful. Yeah. Just very minimal. And and it's something that I just will never be educated in because I'm never going to get an IRL streaming like that. If I did, I would hire somebody. You know what I mean? It's very confusing. It's also very overdone too at like a impactful level. Like people don't realize that IRL streaming doesn't need to be like you have to have a backpack and go do stuff. Like so many people ask for my IRL streams to come back to where I go out back and just smoke a cigar. Like to people, that's IRL. It's bringing people out of this like closed environment and doing something. Yeah. Just popped scrolling through the logs. What's your favorite thing to shoot? Definitely my OnlyFans content for sure. Just got a DJI Action Pro for car con. Dude, I've heard so much good shit about the fucking Jizzy Jayhawk was in my chat just a second ago, and he was asking about it. So you are content creator? No, I'm AI. I'm just AI. Okay, what about streaming from a mirrorless camera without needing to have it tethered to a computer? Again, that's tough too. I know ways around it in a controlled environment. I don't know how it works on run and gun. How would you go about streaming from your camera for the cigar content? Right. So what I did is I would bring my MacBook outside and I would just use my A7 IV. Well, at the time it wasn't an A7 V. I think it was the A7 IV. And the A7 4s and 5s and a lot of the new Sony cameras, they have a USB direct in or even an HDMI. It doesn't matter. But just to make things easier, I would just do the USB straight to the computer and it picks it up as a webcam. Or do you do more technical tech stuff? I don't get too deep into it. Not too deep into the nuances, just basic. I have an A7 IV, good, and a MacBook, but it fries the computer. Well, yeah, I mean, I have a Mac M3 Pro. You probably do better with a gaming laptop to help in those situations. What are you trying to IRL stream? That's the biggest question. Do you have ad blocker on? No. Fuck no. Oh, you want my fucking take on that shit? Bro. It takes 2 seconds to just let an ad play. Unless you're... Oh, wait, are you talking to me or somebody else? Oh, shit. Wait, you're talking to me or somebody else? How comes YouTube Short is useful for YouTube? Because we don't get ad there, but a long video can show ads and make you hook more than a short. Wait, what? I want a snowboard and mountain bikes. Oh, you do the Go? Didn't Go XLR have a direct connect to a computer? I know somebody knows what I'm talking about. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Doesn't Go XLR have a direct connect? Yeah, I mean, it takes 2 seconds to have an ad play. It's really not that big of a deal. Let's just be real, brother. Your day isn't that special. Your day isn't that special. If it was, you wouldn't still be in my stream right now. Like, let's just be real. Oh my God, advertisements fucking ruin my... They don't do a fucking thing. You grew up watching ads. When you waited in between your fucking late night infomercials to beat off to fucking softcore porn, you fucking watched advertisements. It's not that big of a deal. People that make advertisements like this big deal, like they have to use every single ad blocker under this fucking earth to get like, oh my God, dude, just fucking watch the ad and get on with it. No, I don't download ad blocker. I don't download third-party things to just stop an ad from playing. On YouTube, I don't have to deal with it. I just pay for the fucking premium where I get all these other additional perks and benefits. And the additional one is I don't have to watch ads. So I forgot about that. I don't see ads on YouTube because of fucking premium. I mean, I don't think you make that much from the live ones. So that doesn't matter. Why am I so hostile? You just annoyed me. And I'm being a Karen right now because I haven't eaten. You've just annoyed me. You've already branded your name in my chat as like the annoying guy. That's just it. That's just all it is. So now anytime I'm going to answer something to you, I'm going to be like fucking stressed and annoyed. Yeah, I know you're just rage baiting. I know you're actually not a part of the conversation. I know everything that you just ask has like a subtle nuance to it. And I think everybody else knows in here too. I think everybody else in here is just as annoyed because they know they're like, oh God, it's this guy. Oh God, it's this guy. Like we know that you don't really want to be in here. You're just trying to push buttons, try to figure out which is really good timing because I'm about to go fucking eat food anyways. But like, I mean, let's just be real. We all know it's true. We all know it's true. Nobody's in here like excited that you're here after you fucking try to go on your fucking whatever political conspiracy theory tangent. Yeah, the engagement was doing good before you like killed like this vibe of like trying to bring in some gay shit in here. It was just fine before. We were having all these conversations about cameras, diffusions, tech, OnlyFans. We were talking OnlyFans. Yeah, quality, everything. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's YouTube's like, oh, that guy. That's good timing anyways. All right, gang. I haven't eaten yet today. I'm about to break this fast. I'm gonna be a little ribeye falling out downstairs. How's that keyboard? It's good, man. I just did a video on it actually. And honestly, like, there's no reason for me to do the video. It's not that I knew the video wasn't gonna do well. I just thought, sounds stupid. I just thought it was a really good keyboard. I really did. I just think this keyboard's fucking sick, dude. No brand deal, no nothing. I'm like, dude, this connects to 3 devices. I get my soft, sensitive fucking typing, the little like it sounds like cool. And it looks good, dude. I thought it was for fucking like what, $80? I thought this was a pretty goddamn cool keyboard. I thought it was so good that I fucking made a whole entire dedicated video about it. That's how good I thought it was. Yeah. Now you're speaking my language. Well, you're gonna tune on in. All right, guys. Hey, discord.gg/Big E if you just want to shoot the shit when we're not live. If you have any of these questions and shit and just talk about like camera gear and stuff. Yeah, you can come talk over there. Got a YouTube channel. If you are a streamer or a content creator, blueprints are available on my site. Please do not get them if you're not willing to put in 90 days of work. These are foundation building things. These are not get rich quick schemes. These are blueprints that I offer to take years of things that I've learned in building foundations. Go check them out. Yeah, if you guys want that the camera mount, we put it in Discord. For anybody that was interested, what else? Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's a fucking dude. It's a sick mount. I did a little fucking story yesterday because it was so fucking dope. So dope. Best lens for church. Probably want something that's versatile. Probably want something that's like wide but can be zoom. I wouldn't get a prime for something like that. Obviously depending what you're creating and stuff. So fucking macho. I'm fucking heading out, dude. The fuck, man. I'm heading out, brother. Love the setup. Let's connect. Content creator here. All up fucking Discord, boys. I fucking connect with every motherfucker up in the Discord. Try to keep you guys motivated and keep you guys fucking working. So come through. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Go fucking slap your dad's ass for me and squeeze your mom's tits. Tell her, said I love you guys. I will be back. Tomorrow's Gamba on Kick. Wednesday, we will be back here. Probably going to shoot for content creator reviews on Wednesday. Here, I'll just give it to you guys here. Probably going to stick to content creator reviews on Wednesday. So that's going to be a YouTube stream. Just a heads up. I mean, we can go live on TikTok, but you guys can't see anything. You guys can't see anything over there. So, yeah, I hope the stream was helpful. Just a summary, guys. The gear is only going to do so much, man. I love the tech shit. I love doing this shit. I love that we can be nerds and nerd out about fucking gear. But just remember, none of the gear is going to matter unless you guys do. So just a friendly reminder. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace. Deuces. Get fucked. Bye.